Boy, how you doing tonight? Welcome to Dragons Are Cats. I am your host, Dragons Are Cats, to this wonderful game of Dragons Brew D&D of Fish Edition. Fish Edition? There's always one fuck up. So here's some many.
You're like 3 words in.
Yeah. At least we got it out of the way early.
It's going to be a quick session, trust me. Woo! Can hide. Boomer. One. Fuck up. One. That's
Only
correct.
one. He's already used his quota.
Welcome to Dragons Brew D&D, where I run these wonderful people through a nice little game of 5e as we also try to support and raise money for our charity. This month's charity, Jess, our friend and sometimes Talos on the stream, has asked us to support the Unicorn Foundation. As I found out really recently, that Jess's godmother, Leanne, helped set up the organization before her passing from Nets. And June is her birth month. Not only does the charity have a cool name, it also does incredible stuff for people suffering from neuroendocrine cancers, as it's also called Nets. But there are aggressive forms that are not often detected until it's in its later stages. Any donations you make will aid in the research so we can work together towards a cure. Your money will go towards the Unicorn Foundation, but benefits will also go to our players too. What kind of benefits, you ask? Like a $1 could give a player a D10 healing dice. $2, what do you say? What's that? That gives an advantage. $5, it hands out a natural 20. And $25 gives a wondrous, uncommon magic item. With us tonight are our players. We have the illustrious Probod playing Ikram.
Hello, everybody.
Tell us a little bit about Ikram and what you remember from last week.
He is an Asimir druid who is currently turning into a very translucent human Asimir being.
Just a really good looking human.
Due to some kind of, I don't know, would you call it a curse? What is it?
It's a disease, I think.
It is a disease? Okay.
Yeah, you can catch it.
Yeah. And now I'm currently sleeping in the bottom of
A river.
A river on a crab shield, which I found by skinning a crab. It was awesome. That was the highlight of my week.
Skinned a crab while the young crablings watched on.
Next up, we have Casimir, played by Boneweave. Thank you very much,
All right.
Boneweave.
Yeah, I'm playing Casimir, the Tiefling Wizard. Last session, we finished up clearing out the caves under our new stronghold. Well, not new, but in terms of like time frame, it's our new keep. Then we came back to the surface, and Belvin is in some trouble at the moment. The only one who's not diseased at the moment.
Wonderful. Indeed. That is true. With us also is, speaking of Belvin, our wonderful BM Curfew.
Hey.
Tell us a bit about Belvin. One thing.
Oh, yeah?
Just give me one thing from last week. Just one. I don't care what it is. Just tell me one thing that happened last week. And tell us a little bit about Belvin as well. Why is he in trouble?
So, Belvin's a human paladin. One thing last week, there is a white wyvern on top of our keep. And why is he in trouble? I don't know. It could be something to do with Talus. Not 100% sure yet. But we will find out.
We will find out. Well, let's dive into tonight's episode of Dragons Brew D&D. Violent Hearts. As we have a special guest tonight. Hold on, where's the gun? I need to go jump it. With us tonight is our special guest, Viridian Knight. Tell us about yourself, about your character, and what you remember from last week.
I'm
And
no
how-
longer a guest. I'm just here until
Yeah. Stand in for Sandstorm.
I'm the stand-in for Sandstorm. I'm playing Sandstorm Desert Legend. Forgot the bright candle there.
Are you actually?
brother.
No, I am playing Macath the Crimson, a tiefling draconic heritage sorcerer who is just tagging along for the heck of it. She has no need to be there, but now that she's diseased, she's stuck. Sort of. What I remember from last session, surprisingly, jack shit tonight. I do not remember anything.
It's alright, because we just went around the whole
Yeah,
cave.
we'll just skip
Yeah.
the cave out, fighting some
Yep.
water
Yeah.
elementals.
I remember there was some children, like some baby fish people in a pit, and they went up in smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Pulled an Anakin.
Yeah.
Good times.
Don't know how that happened.
No idea. No. And yeah.
Good times indeed. All right, just one sec. Stand by.
You're all ready to go, Kyle.
I was, and then I started replying to someone.
Get your head in the game, mate.
It's game
Ikram dies.
time. As we'll jump right back into where we left off last week. Directly. Directly, if you want to. Yeah,
Wait, I'm on the game screen, right?
wonderful. As Belvin, you emerge from out of the huge double doors of the keep, heading towards and looking out. You see the two white wyverns circling the keep, both with riders in dark draconic leathers and white details. The booming voice yells out overhead. As you look up, you saw the pinned down injured form of the griffin being held by this massive draconic paw, claws embedded into the side of the griffin as blood from the griffin dripped and cascaded down the front of the keep. As you look up, this huge wyvern, probably an alpha, just stares down at you and lets loose a roar. And half-plate man from riding on its back, bronze armor, with similar whitened details across his plate, removes his masks and looks down to you. I have a letter for you from her grace. And then looks over to the northeast tower and back down towards you. Tell your men to put down their arms. I wish not to upset her by injuring you or your kin.
And then, can I see who he's just referring to? Can I see that tower?
As you look over to that tower, it does stand over the central barrack house, and you see within the second story, basically looking through the window, is one of the guards looking out of it. You don't really know the name of this guard, but
Yeah. Well, I don't say anything. I'm just like,
yeah, his voice is loud enough that the guy has actually pulled his head out and is looking down and sees you and just goes,
yeah.
He puts his weapon down.
Yeah.
With that, as you give the gesture, with a draconic call from the man, the dragon lifts off from the griffin as it drifts down to the courtyard just beyond you, around the edge that overlooks the little moat you have, little pooled moat that you have within the castle area. Upon landing, the bronze-plated man dismounts as the wyvern's head snakes its neck around him for protection. As the vertical slit eyes move from him to you. You see along the saddle of the dragon, there's this large greatsword with kind of a hooked talon end to it. As it, you see, it emanates just a small amount of frost from the hilt and from the crossguard. As you remember this man, this Kush, the faithful servant of Talus. As he looks at you, you're still wearing your full armor, the black dragon helm, your shield, still in the mess of position you were in before you left, only recovering after drinking a couple of healing potions. You see he looks at you, scowls even, you wearing the black dragon helm. Kind of pats the dragon to calm it.
Well, as he's going to approach, I'll take my helmet off and just tuck it under my arm.
I'm unsure if she expects a reply. And he pulls out from the saddlebags a scroll tube. It's very finely decorated. It's like a charcoal color with a white cap on the end, with a bronze chain keeping the cap attached to the tube. And he heads out towards you, but doesn't go any further past the dragon's head and hands it, basically gesturing you, or hands it out towards you. I know none of its contents, only that it must reach you. You know you've all caused quite a stir in her grace, as you are family. I can tell you this. When she found out Mondath was dead from the raid, she felt Resmir was behind it and was enraged. And kind of looks to the dragon, back to you. Now Resmir is gone and she still hasn't found peace. And he's still holding out the scroll tube.
And I'm going to take the steps towards it and take it.
Oh no, he's got real life drama coming in. Oh no. As you come toward it and you take it, he looks at you and says, "She tends to the wounds you all inflicted to Glazehail the Cloud Chaser. For that I should kill you now and be done with it. But at her request, you shall live. I only want her to succeed in all that she tries, and for those she is fond of."
Well, you can be assured she will get an answer from me. Just all entails what this scroll has inside of it.
He puts his mask back on over his head, mounts up on the wyvern, and whistles. You see the other wyvern riders bank their mounts hard as both of the dragons roar. And they all begin to encircle around the alpha, much larger than the other two wyverns up in the air. Their leathery wings beating just in a circular motion around the massive one. As he mounts back up, straps himself into the saddle, he looks down at you again. "If you do, you know where she is. I warn you. Any move you make against her, I will inform the Red Worm Speaker where the helm is. And 1,000 deaths of fire will rain down, and you will rot in the maggot pits of Avernus. Don't upset her, please." The large wyvern then spreads its massive wings, beats them down as the air pressure pushes you back just a little bit, but you hold your ground. As it lifts into the air, it lets loose a screeching roar. It's a small and begins to fly off into the distance towards the west, climbing in altitude. The smaller ones follow suit. The 3 dragons and their riders climb through the air and take off to the west. You will find in story items as you look into the scroll. Do you look into the scroll straight away?
No.
Okay.
I will gesture to everybody that the dragons are gone now.
As you do that, the guard that was up at his post, staring at him, was just like, "The fuck was that all about?"
I'm just gonna yell out, were there any injured in this?
As he's making his way across the northern wall of the keep and towards the stairs. He's coming down and says, "No, I don't think so. They, except for," as he looks up, you see the injured griffin up top. As you see the injured griffin up top, it's
Sorry about that.
it's got some talon and claw wounds, basically just being held down and forced down the entire time. I need to mute that. All right. Yeah, as the guard comes down and goes, "You're Commander Belvin, are you not?"
I am.
"Reginald, it's nice to meet you. I've heard stories, but not much. They just came out of nowhere from the west and circled. The larger one pinned down the griffin and then demanded for a serpent helm. I take it.
Yes,
You?
that was me.
What do they want?" You see at this
That
point,
is-
Brom has come out of the keep as well.
Yep. That is to be found out. What I received was this scroll. But at this point in time, this is not a priority for me right now because the rest of them, Lord Sandstorm, Casimir, and Ikram, and also our guest and visitor that was here, Macath, is down there with a disease that is turning them all translucent, and they cannot leave the water.
What?
So what I need everybody to do now, we need to find somebody who can get rid of this disease. I'm gonna go back to my room to write a letter that I will send off to my uncle. If you have anybody you know of as well, please let me know.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
And then just like, I need to go now. And Belvin's gonna make his way
Remember that
to his room now.
Alvin was coming, so they know to let him in.
That is true. You know that you know that Casimir did receive a sending message from him.
Oh, do I know that? I think Belvin.
Yeah, I sent you a sending.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll also inform them, and
Expecting a
We're-
gnome
we
cleric.
we're expecting a visitor, a gnome cleric, that is an acquaintance of Casimir.
We'll
Let
be
him
sure
in
to
and
keep-
show him to me as soon as he arrives.
Of course, we will. Of course, straight away. We'll keep our gates open for him. You head on up through the keep. There's still an air of panic about the place. The chef has come out and just been like, "What the hell's going on?" Talking to the guards, and the guards just like, "Please go make your way down into the passageway and go downstairs towards the landing." As you pass on up the stairs, go on down the hallway and head towards your room. Back down underneath, in the depths of the torrents. The four of you, Casimir, Ikram, Macath, and Sandstorm, are left to rest, whether that be asleep or just to frolic and search around the place.
I think we all need a nap
You all need a nap.
because we're all pretty
Ow.
low on
Oh,
health
I
and
definitely
spells.
passed out.
Yeah.
How long had? Do we know roughly how long we'd been traveling down here for?
You guys were pretty much down here for an hour.
Is that it?
Okay, cool.
So at the end of last session before as Belvin went up, you guys have pretty much been here for 2 hours. An hour exploring the entire cabin, doing all the cabin and everything. Then another hour while Belvin went up and reached the surface. Meanwhile, during that time, what would you guys like to do other than rest? Because we know that's coming. The place is secure.
Like as in just before we go to rest, you mean?
Yeah, just before you go to rest.
I mean,
Nothing really.
We'll
I'm just
plan
gonna
to
go
have a
pass
rest.
out, I think.
as Belvin was leaving, we'll plan to have a rest. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we wouldn't really know of anything happening unless Belvin or someone came down to tell us.
Yeah, for sure.
Sandstorm does come up to you, Casimir, and just says to you, Casimir, I've given this great thought. Can you teach me
You-
more Draconic?
Gives you all his loot.
Draconic.
Do you have a book for beginners?
I do, but it's not waterproof.
Well, could you read it out to me? I don't know. Like, how could we do that then?
We can't talk underwater, can we? It's just like, even if we can breathe underwater, we can't really talk underwater still, right?
Oh, good question.
You haven't tried it yet.
Ooh.
I'm already underwater and
Can I-
starting to nap if you want to try it out.
Ikram is literally underwater.
Oh,
Not even breathing out. It's like the process of having gills at that point. It's just
So in
like
theory, you would be
breathing
able to talk then, wouldn't you?
I don't know. Probably not.
probably not.
But it's magic, so
I
maybe.
mean, do fish talk? I don't know.
I can lip read, so
Fish
if you just
blood.
mouth it, I can just be like, I understand. Be a good
Yeah,
one-way
can I-
conversation.
Can we try talking underwater? Hey, Graham. Can you hear me?
Ikram, you can hear Casimir as if he was talking to you from across the room while he's underwater.
No, mate, can't hear you. What did you say?
Hear the reply.
Does it feel weird or anything? Like, I don't understand. I don't know.
Like it's a bit muffled, but you can still hear each other.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
Just in my head, just trying to picture like water's just going to be like,
You don't see any bubbles going out either. It's basically just
true.
like, yeah,
Magic.
it's just like, yep. It's like it's like you have to shout across the room.
Yeah, nice.
I'm fluent in dolphin now.
Like they're twice. Like they're twice.
What is a speaking whale? More hello, Ikram.
Yeah, then if that works, I can give Sandstorm some quick draconic lessons before we have a nap.
Okay. Make an intelligence check to see how good you are at teaching.
Oh,
A cat will join in.
Oh yeah.
Not very.
Oh yeah.
Average at best.
That's okay, because with McCaff joining in, you get advantage. So roll again.
You taught him hand gestures, and that was it.
Yeah.
Nice. He retains a lot of it. He learns quickly, as he is halfway to learning Draconic.
Oh.
It takes you out a couple of hours, but you guys get it in, get it happening. Basically, the time it took the Belvin to get to the top.
'Cause he has learnt some before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Small
been
friend.
progressing slowly.
Yeah.
Is that a thing that you can actually learn other languages?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And skills.
And
I
skills.
mean, it's not like you can learn other languages in the real world.
Yeah.
I know. I just mean like
silly.
I'm just wondering whether
Yeah,
it
you
takes
can't
you
actually
like
study and learn stuff.
4 years
God,
or whatever.
that's
That
just
is
crazy talk.
silly.
No, you got to use your downtime points, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need those perk points.
That would actually make a lot of sense.
That's what the downtime points are for.
Yeah.
Like
I
what
don't
you've
know
been
what the
studying
down point
in the
what's the-
background.
Yeah.
Where's the? Is there a list of what a downtime does? I can't
Yes.
remember.
Yeah.
Yes, Rob.
It's in
I will have
handouts.
a look.
Millionth time.
Shut up.
Damn it.
Like character death, it's in handouts.
So I
Character
don't
what now?
think Macaf actually
language.
knew Casimir spoke Draconic.
I mean, he's talked a lot about studying dragons.
Yeah,
But
but
he's never actually spoke it yet.
he's never actually spoken it. So when she's just gonna start, like whilst they're teaching Sandstorm, she's just gonna be talking to him about all sorts of things in the Draconic because she's just excited to
Just
talk it.
have a combo in Draconic and Sandstorm's just trying to follow.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
like,
His head's like bumping back and forth between the two of you.
and then rest.
Then,
Pass out.
as night finds you, rest finds you. You guys all find a nice little edge of the cavern and the water to basically sink down into, just by the main waterfall, while where the bubbles are. Is there anything you wish to do in the cavern at the moment, other than,
Yep. I could put up some tiny huts for protection because we know there's still a few of those water elementals getting around.
That would be a smart idea.
It's a good idea.
I think we know.
Alright.
We know there's at least 2 more. I think somewhere.
You assume so.
We saw at least 2 more sets of those armors,
Sets of armor, but
and they
you
moved.
still assume
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you don't 100% know. Could always go find out.
Exactly.
maybe they went home.
All right, so we'll cut back to up top as Belvin goes into his room, closes the door behind him. Exhausted, sweaty and smelling of fish and seaweed.
Yes.
His saturated clothes, saturated armor.
He will change, get rid of his armor and stuff, and change into just like basic normal clothes.
You speak the command action, the purging plate just forms off you like Iron Man.
It's just unfortunately the whole thing I have to actually take off then. Everything else I have to take off.
Yeah.
Can't just go,
Like your wet
huh, and then
clothes,
everything
it's
just
like,
goes,
"Ugh."
poof.
Casimir isn't there to clean your armor as well with magic.
No. So I just gotta. Is there anybody here at the place that could clean my shit?
Yeah, there definitely is. There are servants. There are house servants in the keep as well. You guess that you probably sent them downstairs to the landing.
To evacuate. Yeah. Probably should
Yeah,
tell
to-
them.
The evacuation station.
I did say the dragons are gone.
Yeah.
But I will admit I did not give the exact order to get all the civilians back out.
After you undress and redress, there is a knock on your door of Brom. Goes, Commander Belvin, may I enter?
Come in.
The door opens. Brom comes in. He's got his dark grey hair. He's kind of balding on top a little bit. He's wearing a chainmail shirt, short sword at his side, shield up on top, bearing the symbol of Daggerford. Commander, are you okay?
Not particularly. The predicament we're in is it's pretty bad.
Okay.
We need to help everybody that's down there. And I just don't know the way to do it. So
Should I bring everybody out from the landing and make sure
Yes.
it's safe and keep them inside for a bit?
yes,
Do
move them all back up into into the main keep.
Would you like to tell them the news, or would you like me to announce it?
Bring everybody into the chapel. I will do it there.
Okay. Understood, sir. And
No.
he'll give you a small bow and go out, close the door softly behind him to hear his gear and equipment rattle on down the hall. All right. Hey, thank you, Total, for the bits. As the NPC left, you are left there, Belvin, by yourself. Are you going to write a letter first, or are you going to read the letter first?
This is exactly how he's going to be sitting for like a few seconds.
He's like, fuck my life.
And then he's just going to give himself one couple slaps in the face. No time to rest.
He's a masochist.
The pain kind of like shakes you out of this for a second.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
yeah. And so he's going to write a letter. It's going to be addressing to his uncle.
mm-hmm.
His uncle. I always forget this guy's name.
Ontharth room.
That's it. Onfa. Yeah.
Oh, I can come in and work in chat. That sucks.
But yeah, so I'll just write a letter, letting him know that about acquiring this keep, where the keep is, and then the predicament that's just happened, and if he could use his contacts, if he knows of any powerful healers that could dispel a disease like this, as I would have described the disease in the letter.
All right. All right. So, how are you going to get this delivered?
At the moment, I'm just gonna roll it up and carry it with me at the moment to find out how I'm gonna get this delivered. Because
Is who's the Harper guy that was watching the place for a while? Starts
Alton.
on A. Alton. Is he still around?
Yes, he's downstairs as well. Just he's not in the landing, but he's in the main keep in the grand hall.
Because he was sort of in charge of communications while we were away, wasn't he? He was sending off like birds and stuff.
He was running errands and making contacts.
if Belvin sees him on the way down, he will go.
He's down there. The tiefling's telling the story about that one time he saw a dragon. It's like, yeah, I was in this forest. I was passing through. There was this green dragon, you see. Scariest things.
And then
deceive you.
I'll come up and just be like, Alton.
Yes, Belvin. What can I do for you?
There is something I need you to do. If you could do it for me.
Of course.
I need you to deliver this letter to my uncle, Onfrath room. Whereabouts was he? He's in
Elturel.
Yeah, Elturel.
Yeah.
He's in Elturel, the last I know. It is of
Oh.
utmost importance if you can
Oh.
get to him as soon as you can.
Of course. I'll take a couple of the new fresh horses we got and I'll ride them straight through the night. It's still going to take a while to get to Elturel. Might go to...
If you can find any quicker ways to get this to him.
Well, we don't really have any... Us Harpers don't really have a point of contact here in Daggerford, but I'm sure Morwen might have a way. I don't know. She's bound to have some way. Anyway, I'll go find out. I'll go to Daggerford and get word.
If you can ask Morwen if she has a way to get there by air, possibly. Would it be a pigeon? Message pigeon? Is that what they would use, or is it?
Oh, sending raven. Yeah, it's probably
That's
heaps of it. Definitely.
Yes.
As a hedge post.
Yes, that would probably be preferable. if you need to, just let her know this is a state of emergency, and I myself have signed the bottom of that. So
It's like he looks at you, looks at the letter, and goes, "All right, I'll make sure it gets done.
thank you, Alton.
Not a problem." And you see him, he goes out and yells at one of the guards, "Get out there and get the saddle on that horse out there. I want the chestnut one. Let's get it happening, people."
This big red horse.
You see Brom begin to lead up some of the, in single file, each and every one of the individuals of the keep, as they all look at you, and Usha and Cyrus come up and goes, "What's going on? Belvin, what's happening? Why is there dragons? The cult found us? The cult's found us, haven't they? Shit."
Do not worry. I will inform everybody once everybody's into the chapel.
Okay. Bit of time passes. They all gather into the chapel itself. As the day continues on, the dragon has disappeared from the keep. You find yourself in the chapel. Its repairs have come along quite well. There hasn't been a selected god or faith basically projected here yet. You do see along the wooden altar table that there are several small little shrines. There is obviously one to Helm, there is one to Pelor, there's one to Lathander, there is even one to Keldaron, the elven god.
Well, I imagine how diverse this whole community is going to be. I figured this chapel is not going to be just a chapel dedicated to one god, as it's going to be probably many. So, which is fair. You know, everybody can follow their own faith as long as they do not push their faith onto others.
Good morals to stand by there, Brom says to you. Yeah, Brom says, "Right, everyone, listen up. We've got news. Belvin?"
Okay, everybody. There is no good news that I'm giving you right now, which is hard for me to say, but at this point in time, Lord Sandstorm, Casimir, and Ikram, as well as the guest we had here, Macath, is down below the castle with a disease.
"Is it contagious?" you hear from the background.
It is not.
Are they okay?
They are fine at this point in time. It was inflicted by a creature we found down below, and its followers.
Yeah, it starts to be a couple of murmurings between them.
But there is nothing to worry about. We all took care of all the followers and the creature itself. It is, so far as we know, completely safe down there. But during the struggle, the others did get inflicted with this. So currently, we are waiting for a great healer to come down and heal them. Until, not sure when that happens. Yes, hand up.
I was just waving at Sunday. Continue.
Right, okay. Thought you were like somebody's in the crowd, like,
Me,
got a
me,
question.
me.
All right, and to relieve everybody of their stress over the dragons that just appeared, they were just here to send a message for me. They do
What's
not...
the message entail?
That I do not know yet. At this current time, the priority now is Sandstorm and the others down below. Once we find out, once that is taken care of, we'll deal with this when it comes. But just in light of this circumstance, everybody needs to make sure they are prepared for anything. So make sure everybody's ready to take cover if need be. And run to the guards when you feel like you're in danger.
Okay. They all give a pretty well off nod.
And if anybody ever feels in danger at any time, you can run to me, and by the guidance of Helm, I will protect you all.
You can have inspiration for that.
Yay!
Yeah. You can have inspiration.
Nice, mate.
All right.
Like our leader, Belvin. Unofficial leader.
All right.
As
And
Belvin
it's like
takes the lead.
you may all go back, go about your day as you were. If you need have today as rest, so you can.
Belvin's a great boss. I wish my boss was like that.
I
Everybody
feel like
take
some
the day
people,
off. Every
some
day
people.
off.
I feel like that's a traumatic experience for some people. So
There's some reassuring head nods and like, yeah, that's a good idea.
all right. And then Belvin will. I feel like he was. I don't know. And then Belvin's just gonna walk out.
Check the griffin.
Walk out, you look up, you notice the griffin is up top, basically licking its own wound. Its wings are in tight, basically giving it a bit of shielding and privacy. But it's injured, but looks like it will be fine given time. Yeah. And the fact that it will regain hit points, mechanically speaking, it will regain hit points as when it takes a long rest.
When it rests.
When it rests.
But it wasn't like bleeding out on top of the roof or anything.
It wasn't dying instantly.
No, the way Carl described it last week,
Yeah, I
it
was like,
it
holy
was just
shit. There's blood
like it was
pouring
ripped,
down the
I'm-
wall.
like it was ripped in half
Like
and just
trails of blood, not like
Yeah.
the entire one side is
Trickles.
just covered in red.
trickles of blood.
80% of
Probably
its
the
blood
best
is
way
on the
to
wall.
describe it.
Yeah, it's just fucking raining blood.
All right.
We can't
So-
have that. It's a PG stream.
The next thing now would probably be you have to wait for Casimir's acquaintance.
So he was getting close when he messaged me.
Yeah, you found out that in the sending argument you two have that he was actually at Daggerford meeting up with some old friends, and basically spent the last 10 day completely trashed off his face and needed to sober up to actually be able to cast the spell.
The travel.
Living.
Yeah. Maybe an alcoholic.
Yeah.
The best kind of cleric.
I think with that, we are going to take our break because I really need to go to the toilet. I'm sorry, but yes. We're going to take our break a bit earlier tonight just because of biological emergencies. That's okay with everyone. All right.
Campfire.
Campfire! BRB!
Kill.
Yep. 1 second. Bye.
Alright, I'll be right back as well.
The dragon killed
He
me.
didn't do the campfire.
Do need to.
He didn't do the campfire.
God damn it, Kyle. I literally said campfire. And then he said campfire. And they just did nothing about it.
Ah. Kitty.
Well, everyone will just have to imagine nice campfire noises. Alright.
Campfire. You could just pretend to make. What does a campfire sound like?
Yeah, who's fluent in campfire?
My other character
Not I.
is.
With the fire dagger.
Yeah, with the fire cat. And now we're discussing a campaign that's
Yeah, another game.
another campaign.
Because D&D is life.
Yes. Yes. Crackle, crackle, crackle. Whoosh, whoosh,
Oh
whoosh.
no, it is playing, I think.
Is it?
He did it. Just takes
He
a while to
did
build
it?
up.
Ah.
Well, I apologise for nothing.
I mean, I didn't even have the screen available, so I didn't know it was up.
The stream.
The just the screen. I had the chat up. I just didn't have us up because we don't matter. Only the chat matters.
Only Belvin matters. This is the Belvin show tonight.
Only Melvin matters.
A wild card appears.
Hey,
How's everyone doing in chat, by the way?
Yes. Yay. Can't hide. That's like me with Vice.
What time is it now for you, Kent? Is it 4? That's right, Luke, aka Boneweave.
Oh,
I'm good, thanks, man. Welcome, Quantum. I can't remember if you've been in here before, Quantum. I'm sorry if you have.
I think
I remember
Quantum
most of the
sounds-
people who've been in here.
it feels weird because usually we have Robbie to
To fill the space.
fill the
Robbie's
space. with
really
his
good at just
song.
talking, and I'm just like
He's really good.
a massive introvert, so yeah.
Right.
There you go. Don't rely on me to carry the
Oh, he's
conversation.
never had. Maybe
I
you
know,
could
Kent.
be
My secret identity.
quantum hand. Didn't we've already had that revelation though?
Yeah, it happens every week.
Every week.
It's just like the usual between me and Kent.
When I am in Hawaii.
6
That's
a.m.
cool.
Man. I don't know how you're awake, Sunil.
So I take it people are mainly US and take a stab in the dark.
Yeah, there's no Australian streamers or viewers.
No, I was gonna say
Because Australia's a made up place.
Australia is a made up place. We just live in the middle of the ocean.
On a boat.
Like
We,
big
we,
flow.
are, we are another planet, pretty much. As said by an American.
The spaceship's warming up right now.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that interview about like gun laws and stuff like that? This
Which
guy-
one?
Oh man, I can't remember the guy.
Is it the comedian
name.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim something, I think.
Yeah, and he's interviewing this guy, and he gave him a sign and stuff like that to put up when it like was it the Second Amendment or something?
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then he's like talking about Australia, how they got rid of the gun laws and stuff, and he's just like, whatever they do on like another planet or something like.
Damn, I like that. I love it when someone mentions something like that about Australia because I'm just like, yeah,
Yeah.
we are another planet
Obviously,
now.
you have different laws. You're on a different planet.
Obviously,
I was like, okay, mate.
you got different laws for everything. Oh, yeah.
It was fun. It was funny to watch.
People crack me up.
People are hilarious.
I will be back
All right.
because I couldn't just leave Luke on his own.
Spewing lava. Holy shit.
That's
Yeah, you haven't seen the lava in Hawaii? It's been
I never. If it's not like on Facebook when I'm browsing for like 2 seconds, then I don't know about it.
well, yeah. Hawaii's literally growing as we speak.
Let's
It's like a
maybe good for Hawaii.
Maybe.
Think about the
Is that
property
on-
development.
Is that on the well, like they call it the Big Island, right?
No idea.
It's
where
not.
it
It's not
is.
like the actual name, but it's like they call it the Big Island. I think Toggle. Is that the one? Oh shit. Yeah, I remember
Yeah, on Big Island.
when I went to Hawaii, I was there, and it's just a massive rocky dust bowl. But luckily, it didn't erupt when I was there. The big one is Hawaii.
Well, we wish
Maybe it's
everyone
not.
over there safety. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Safety and well-being for those in Hawaii.
yeah, that's not
At
good.
the moment.
The big one.
Speaking of safety and well-being, we are also running this game 100% for charity, as this month we are supporting the Unicorn Foundation. Not only does charity have a cool name, it also does incredible things for people suffering from neuroandronic. I just can't even say it. I just screwed that up so bad. Neuro and dosering cancers. An aggressive forms that are not often detected until later stages, and any donations made will aid research so we can work towards a cure for that. Your money will go to the Unicorn Foundation, but it also benefits will go to our players too. Just so you know. And once our friends get back, we will get back into the action as the biological emergency has been pushed away.
Carry us.
200 freedom units away, about 4 islands away. Levels are pretty concentrated. Wow. So dragons, we've had 3 wyverns rock up. Yes, 3 incredible wyverns, and I've been thinking, let's make them a bit more interesting. Let's make some baby ones and some alpha ones. This has been good fun.
So how big was the alpha one really, like compared to a dragon per se?
Like it was nearly the size of Glacehail.
Jeez,
Glacehail was
wyvern.
huge. That's a big wyvern, yeah.
That's a big one.
But not it's like on par between Glacehail and a normal size wyvern that's quite large. And these other ones that were flying around were much smaller than those normal wyverns. So, and it was big and bulky and scary.
We could probably kill it.
Yeah, give it a go. We can. Possibly can't. We can definitely possibly do that. If they get another draconic pet.
Or is he talking about the wyvern?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Technically, we haven't named the cat.
technically, you haven't named the cat, no. You just have a cat.
Its name is Cat.
Can the cat breathe underwater?
Do you even have the cat still?
Well, no, the cat can't. And the water walking's weared off, so it's now just sleeping on the wet steps. Have the group get attacked by something like a gang of rabid kittens? Of course. No one will be able to defeat them because they're too cute and snuggly.
Casimir probably would.
Yeah.
Sounds like something Casimir would just fireball.
Yeah. Literally. Oh, what's that? A
Bastard.
problem? Fireball.
Yeah.
Fireball. That's his cure to everything. Oh no. Dying. Fireball. Oh no, disease.
It's just like a lot of little sandstorms.
Exactly.
Never mind.
I mean, which would be pretty funny. A whole bunch of little sandstorms going, Cassidy. Oh,
Casimir! You're still saying brother.
brother.
But you just multiply that by like 50.
Just, yeah. Everyone big
And
simultaneous.
every single one has their own like obsessions or something like that.
Yeah.
So they're all doing some random shit.
Someone should make like a Where's Wally? It's all just kittens, like rogue kittens doing, and then there's a sandstorm.
Where'd Rob go?
Don't know.
He's dead.
That is true.
Just gone. He's just gone.
He's DED.
Which he will be back in a moment's notice.
But he's gonna miss all of his action of his character.
That is true. Don't worry, he's back now. It's all right.
Oh, right.
Stop fucking stressing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez, I was worried he was gonna miss Ikram's turn.
What Rob?
Ikram getting
Rob
turned.
wouldn't miss Ikram dying, would he?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think he would have rolled for it.
Like
He rolled. He rolled, didn't he? Oh shit, he didn't roll. Oh, he must be dead then.
Oh yeah. Sorry, bud. Might as well turn the screen off now. See you later.
Yeah,
Bye.
you didn't roll for the save.
You talking to me?
No. All right.
Do I start making a character?
As
Yeah.
we
I
let us get back into our action, or therefore lack of.
Yeah.
Belvin's doing his best, okay?
He is. Unfortunately, there's no jazz band playing at the keep at the moment.
Does
Alright.
the record stop when the weapons pulled up?
Yeah, you hear that screeching sound.
So, the next day and a half go completely. They basically just stroll by, and there's no new news, no arrival until at the gate you hear. Well, as you're going about your duty for the day, making sure everyone's fine, you've just been checking up on everyone. Belvin, one of the guards come up to you, and it's a man named Grant. He's got this flowing blonde hair, but unfortunately hasn't been washed ever, so it's just permanently slicked back somehow. You think it's probably grease. And he's got this little shit raspy beard going on. He holds a symbol of Lathander around his neck, and he comes over and says, "Commander Belvin, Gnome's here. I think he's drunk. Not sure. He's a gnome. I can't deal with gnomes."
Thank you. You're good to go now.
Thanks, sir.
Alright. Belvin will go out to greet.
Alvin.
Go out to greet the gnome.
As you
Dead
go
gnome.
out to greet the gnome, you head on down towards the barracks, and you see that there's a mule pulled up with a small little, very small cart, like a chariot style, but it's quite small. Basically, the mule's been pulling along a small little red wagon trolley thing. Like, it looks to be of like its own shabby creation, and it's basically the reins that he's just holding onto, pulling it along. And he's basically braced himself in the back, just like, and he's got a whole bunch of backpacks and what seems to be bottles all strapped into a crate at the back that he's using as a seat. And he's pulled up. He's just like, "Ugh. Well, is he here yet?"
I love this guy.
And
Let's see.
Belvin will walk out to him. Sorry, what was his name again?
Alvin,
It's Alvin.
Yeah.
Okay.
the chipmunk.
I was gonna say like the chipmunk. Yes. Alvin, I take it.
You see, he's wearing these studded dark leathers. He's got his mace.
Okay, I can picture him even more now.
He's like,
I pictured him like, in Shrek 3 or whatever it is, that crazy wizard dude that lives in that hut. I don't know if you've seen it.
Mate, he's not a wizard. He's
He doesn't wear any pants. And he's just like,
Oh yes, yes.
and he's just off his chops all the time.
I know it's what you're talking about.
That's the dude I pictured.
This guy's hair's slicked back as well, but you probably just think it's some sort of form of dirt keeping it back together. He does have a darker complexion as he comes in. He's got multiple vials strung throughout a bandolier with pockets on it. He's using his mace, what seems to be as a walking stick, as well as the control for the straps of the reins being held on. He's wearing slippers as well, dark little slippers. Which he sees his own make, and he's currently drinking from a beaker. It's just like,
Homebrew.
So, you want a drink? You want to tell me what's going on around here? Young Casimir is telling me you're in some sort of nick.
Well, they definitely are.
I don't know what that means.
Wonderful.
And
Corks the bottle and goes, Alvin Tarkleby. Nice to meet you. You are fucking huge.
Belvin Serpenthelm.
Wonderful. Can I get a drink around here anytime soon?
Sure. Follow me and I'll inform you of what has happened.
Excellent. Looks over to the nearest guard and just goes, you, take care of my mule. Bring my things with me. You hear him go, as he starts to walk, he just wobbles. Shakes his head and goes, Alvin, serious time? And he leans heavily on his walking stick, says a couple of divine words and goes into a short little prayer, whispers into what seems to be a small little trinket that he pulls out that looks to be a bottle of something carved with a symbol of a god. He goes, there's a shine of radiant light around him for just a brief sec. And with that, he like straightens up, looks around, and goes, "All right, ready to start fresh, sober.
I want that.
Let's do this."
Okay. Do you want me to actually describe what has happened, or
You can fill him in on what's happened.
I will, but do you want me to actually fill him in?
Yeah, actually, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, I'm not sure if Casimir has given you the exact details, but underneath the keep, there was a creature of some sort, with his followers, and it was a large fish-like creature with tentacles from his side. Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Which I believe has inflicted a disease on the ones underneath. They've become translucent and unable to leave water without burning.
You encountered an aboleth. You encountered an aboleth. By God, boy, you encountered an aboleth down there. What were you thinking?
Well, it created great danger to the keep and everyone here, so we had to get rid of it, which we did. The aboleth is no more down there, but the disease still remains. So that's what we are hoping you can help us with.
I mean, I can try, but I've only been gifted by the faith, stronger restorations. Baseline disease caused by mortal creatures, not interdimensional demigods. I told that boy a story ages ago when he came by. Damn fool, never did pay attention. Well, he did pay attention, but he just always used it against me. Whatever. It's not a problem.
So, are you saying at this current time there is nothing you can do to help, or?
I'd have to go over my notes, but as you guys head on into the keep and he takes a seat at the grand hall table, basically reaches over and grabs an apple. He bites into it. Oh. A long time ago, when I was an adventurer, I was bitten by a werewolf, you see. Cursed with damn lycanthropy. I researched into it. As no one in the guild I was with had been gifted by their faith enough to be able to cure me of this, and healers were few and costly, being that far to the west. I'd read that within Elven Forest, unicorns call home. Legends of such majestic beasts existed. I found out there was one within a place called the Misty Forest, which is exactly not too far down to the south from here. I researched into it and found out Ophelia's glade, where an ancient flower resides that only grows in the ground around the resting place of a unicorn. I figured I'm either going to tear this place up by the next moon, kill all my friends, and be wanted, then probably killed within the month. Or go out into the verge of society and never be seen from again. Instead, I figured finding the flower was easier than running into a unicorn. So I went searching. Terms of several faiths say this flower, passion flower, was picked from the god Helm and gifted to the elven god Corellon when she was wounded by the orcish god of fury. I mean, it did cost the orcish god his left eye, you see. But from that wound was the first primal elves that were born to the lands, to the plane of the fairy. Helm picked this flower and used the petals to cover the wound and brew a tea from the rest, to which to heal and protect the elven god. Now, by the time I got through the thick mist and underbrush, the moon was already near and full as I was traveling through the forest. And on the moon, on the 4th day I was in, nay, I did not turn. I did not become the horrific wolf that I was meant to be. I noticed how incredibly overgrown this wood was, more so than the elven perimeters that contained it, sir. Alive with butterflies that grew bright blue in the moonlight, flowers covered in mighty oaks like you've never seen, until as I walked through I saw a clearing, and a single tree glowed violet. But I knew not why. The small meadow of delicious elder warpwood growing around it. And then, beautiful Fae. He sat here frolicking, the lengthy grass leading up to the tree. These few beautiful female forms, these sylvan features. Oh, the antlers and the goat legs these thick creatures possessed. Oh, they were beautiful. The size of their bosoms. Oh. It takes another bite of the apple. I approached me, see, I asked about the flower, but somehow we ended up sharing songs and stories through the night as we bathed in a small pond near the glade's borders. Looking back, mostly I think I was the one telling the stories. Dawn nearly came as we watched the moons begin to vanish, as the sailor's rising sun came across in a nice pink hue. I saw it. The unicorn trotted from around the warpwood trees. Under its hooves, the grass separated as it approached. The satyr spoke in a language I know not. I know now I now know that they told the unicorn that had protected it, but it was suffering. That I was suffering. If you ever meet a unicorn, my shining light, it is beautiful. It makes you feel at peace. Then the tip of its horn was pressed against my chest. I felt that savage urge of the pack spirit leave me. And for a moment again, I was pure. I saw it in the distance, this violet flower of 10 petals and 3 stems of gold. My word, boy, it was beautiful. I've never felt like that since. And he pulls out the beaker and uncorks it. Hence the drink. The moment of purity passed. The flower was gone, you see. Disappeared from my sight entirely. The unicorn turned and rested up among the flowers as they moved away from it. Until the satyrs continued to sing to me until the night caught up with me. It was then I awoke under a tree, you see, at the edge of the forest, surrounded by woodland beings, little squirrels, little critters. I felt fine. I felt like my old self. Swigs the rest of the bottle. This green, shining liquid just goes in one full swig. Not a person I knew since have been dubbed pure enough to be able to pick a flower, but hey, we can't all be pure ones, can we, Belvin? You know. I mean, hey, welcome to our school. You know, Casimir's not too pure himself. He doesn't seem like it, but yes, surprise.
Sorry,
Pick that
Dad.
boy.
I feel like that whole story, the most shocking thing was about Casimir just then.
I know, right?
Right, okay. So the unicorn itself healed you of the lycanthropy.
Blackened thing.
The lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy. That's what I wanted to say.
Yes, it did. It got me. It got me onto with my life, but the sight of the flower and him, I don't think I'll ever see something that beautiful again in my life.
Okay. Well,
I think that's the power of it. Something so strong touched by God to heal another God. That's the message. To be one
Cool.
of pure.
and how am I supposed to transfer that to my friends down below?
I don't know. Go find it. Do you have a virgin?
Ikram.
I have no idea. You see,
Probably not wrong.
Unicorns are, in a sense, according to the mythos, similar to what you think an aboleth would be, but more directly from the positive planes of existence, dear boy. From Mount Celestia and such. These are... My theory is, you hear me out, something from the unicorn or the unicorn's touch could possibly counteract the aboleth's corruption, its disease. I mean, lycanthropy is no small thing. It can be suppressed, of course. It can be removed, of course. But something stronger, that's where the problem lies. Now, do you have any wine?
I'm sure we do somewhere.
Excellent, I'll take a bottle.
The only thing is, if that is the case, that would mean we'd have to bring them to the unicorn. I don't see us bringing a unicorn here.
That is true.
And then their problem with that again is that they cannot leave water.
Well, I'm sure if you make I could try to brew something up. If Casimir is bright enough, he could probably think of a way to keep everyone moist and in water for the time. But even in saying
Casimir
that,
will keep everyone moist. What are you guys thinking of? Jeez.
I mean,
Continue.
Well, it is something to consider, definitely.
I mean, if you can always get in contact with. See, I've fallen out of the faith. I've fallen out of favor with most orders. Drink mostly, but my faith still remains, and my God allows me to keep what was bestowed once bestowed onto me. So I'm fine with that. One day I might continue on. But there's only very many few that have the abilities of what I do. I think I've reached the pinnacle of my career.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. I mean, if you can make your way there, I'll be happy to escort the lottery to go down with you. But like I said, that night that the full moon came, in the unicorn's domain, I did not turn. I thought I was going to be running out of time. And when that full moon hit, nothing. Fresh and pippy as the day I am now.
Well, let me think this over. At this current time, this is the only option we have that could help. Let me bring it to the others. You already have, but make yourself comfortable and stay as long as you like. As long as you don't cause any trouble for everybody.
As long as the wine keeps coming and the bread is hot.
Alright. I will be back.
So,
And then I'm just gonna let everybody know that this is Alvin. He is a acquaintance of Casimir. Get him what he needs, which will most likely be drink. I will be back in a short while.
Tall Squall, thank you.
whoa. Thank you very much, buddy. Magic item for Belvin. All right, that's going to be in the works.
I promise I won't kill you.
You're meeting me next week. At least we're in a crowded place.
Wait,
Easy to get away.
Thanks to the charitable Tusk Oil, Pally's Rule, magic item for Belvin.
Hey.
Nice,
Cheers,
nice.
man.
Thank you so much, my friend. Yeah, so Grant, as the people that's in the keep right now, there's the house servants. There's Martha. There's Ramsey in the kitchen, the half orc. And there's also Brom and Grant, the slick back blonde haired guy.
Pretty sure that's the first time you said the chef's name.
I
Chef
swear-
Ramsay.
Yeah, I swear I've said it a couple
I do not remember that joke.
I think he did the first time.
Yeah,
Probably the first.
yeah. Ramsey's cooking up a story. He's just looking
I
at the
immediately like
little
our chef a
gnome.
lot more.
He's looking at a little gnome, just like,
Just yelling at people.
Alright. So what Belvin is going to do is make a swim back to the other guys.
Yep.
Not wearing his armor.
all right.
Something that he doesn't really care about.
Did
getting, let's
Belvin
say.
get the
Shorts?
inscription? Like
Did
the
you-
symbol carved into him?
No.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
He's
So-
got, oh, that's right, 'cause he's got the helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
So
How
we're
long-
going to
how
have
long-
sick
how long's- how
crew
long we un-
tats and
How long are we
Belvin's the opening.
underwater when we have to swim under?
That's only half an hour worth.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he still obviously has to bring his helmet.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much going to be
just wearing your helmet and underwear.
helmet and just like shorts, and that's all he's wearing.
Oh, as you put on your best pair of trunks, that's basically just underwear. You, Tosco, thanks for the sub, my friend.
Oh,
Woo!
I didn't dab. I'm very happy about that.
oof. You must have resisted that urge.
I did. It was wonderful.
He held back.
Thank you. Yeah, Belvin makes his way down. Belvin makes his way down, gets to the mining outcrop, makes his way down past there. The rest of you, you're all chilling in the waterfall cavern area.
I was
Where
going to
the
say, how
host
have
is.
you guys been spending your day and a half?
Yeah, day and a half has passed. What have you guys done?
Frolicking. Starting our new life under the sea.
Under the-
You guys have made
Under
a
the
song
sea.
together.
Macaf has probably tried to start maybe a water fight. Tried it with Ikram and probably failed. Definitely
He's
failed.
just like, what's the thing? Control water.
Just gets a tidal wave.
Yeah.
I get super competitive.
Yeah, there's some antics going on. Tidal waves are thrown around.
One-
Ikram makes friends with a blue crab.
One thing, if we were down here for like a day,
Showing my shield.
if we were down here for a day already, probably would have went to look for those other 2 water elementals that we know are down here. Because if we want to make this like a little safe cavern that people can like come down here if there's danger, we need to make sure it's really safe.
All right. So you go for half of your day. You go exploring the torrents, looking around. You get to the water elemental node. The big floating giant bubble in the middle of this lake on top of a coral, a flowering coral that stems out of the water. You see, as you're flying up and over it, 2 sets of armor just basically swirling and floating with the currents.
I'm assuming the others came with me.
No, you just went alone.
Nah, I'll see. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Gotta do everything
Yeah.
myself. Nah.
They're trying to have a wonderful water balloon fight, and here you are taking them away from their fun.
Well,
It's
why
on-
not invite 2 others to this fun water fight?
Macaf will actually stay because she knows she can message spell Casimir if something happens. Up top and message spell Belvin if something happens.
Message sending.
Yeah, message sending. Well, yeah.
Message pending. So yeah, you find
So,
out
yeah.
down in the water there.
I'll message the group, the other guys down here, that found some more entries into the water fight. No.
I already came. I was coming with you. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys
Ikram,
come to them or I'm going to bring them to you.
Ikram, you can easily get down there. You guys pass through a couple of waterfalls completely unhindered, actually, as the symbol kind of glows. As you get to the rapids, you are unaffected as the water tries to rip you from where you are down, basically throwing you off the edge. But no, it's more like a gentle slide down with a soft plop. You figure getting around has become a lot easier since you've carved the symbol of water into your skins.
all right, that's cool.
Did Sandstorm's attempt on Ikram, has that started to heal yet?
Was that on Ikram?
No, it's a permanent scar. That's
It's a permanent
We
scar.
could heal it before. Like, use healing magic to
Yeah.
actually like
Magical healing.
I don't think it
before
matters too
before
much
it naturally
anyway.
heals.
Chicks
Yeah.
dig scars, mate. It's fine.
Not shitty tattoos though.
Not shitty tattoos, though. Wonderful. All right, so you guys go down. You guys go into the. God damn it! What's it called? Into the lake. Are you guys actually going to engage them in combat?
If everyone else is good too. Is Sandstorm with us? Like, can you control
Sandstorm's
him?
with you.
Okay, cool.
Do you guys want Macaf to go? Because if you
Yeah,
ask her to go, she'll go. Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I was expecting the cat to come with us.
Okay, cool.
I just need to find where I put Ikram on the map.
Ikram's always off doing his own thing.
Ikram's always off doing his own thing.
Just drilled things.
Just druid things. Literally.
It's like somehow he's coming back with bark from this underground water cavern. It's like,
No, actually,
fuck?
yeah, that's a good idea. You know what? Roll me a survival check there.
I did want to find some vines
Ikram,
too.
this bark isn't even wet. Where the fuck did you get it?
There's no trees down here.
That's a trees.
There is now.
What was I making a survival?
Yeah, make a survival check.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh god.
That's my first roll of the night, so apart from.
Oh,
the
God.
Oh, perfect.
Beautiful. I love it. All right. So,
What do I get?
Bark.
in one section, you find this coral-like fish. You scale it back. You see it's been dead and dying for a while now. It's been dead for a while. There's other coral-like fish dying within it. As you peel off the coral from it, it's got a magical tinge to it. It looks like this elder coral could be used in some sort of, I don't know, magic item, construction, some armor. Maybe if you
Smoke it.
gather, or you could smoke it. You could chew it. You notice that
What does it look like?
the coral, it's quite a large coral fish.
Yeah.
With coral plate over it. So like from its
Like
scales,
protective sort of plates.
yeah, like protective plates.
You can add to your leaf armor.
You can upgrade your leaf armor.
Oh.
The coral leaf armor. You just keep adding,
sounds cool.
layers, and you're just like a big ball by the end of it.
The armor's name like gets heaps long as well.
Can I have some Ikram with that armor?
With that,
The coral tree, rock, branch, firewood.
You also
You're
notice.
going to be really flammable by the end of
Resistance.
this.
You also notice from the coral that is underneath the elemental rift to the plane of water, that the coral on that as well looks fairly fucking dense, and could possibly be used as well.
I'll just write the names down. Is that a thing that I've got to go and get made or spend time making?
Spend time making or get commissioned for you. Yeah.
What do you want me to call those things?
Just call it 15 pounds of coral plate.
Oh my god, it sounds so cool.
Yeah. And I'll make up something.
You're just going
Coral.
to become a sea druid with your crab shield and your coral.
Oh
armor.
my god, yeah. Can I change my
Can we call you Coral?
So it's 15 pound of coral.
Coral
plate,
plate. Yeah.
Thing is,
and that's it.
unlike his leaf armor, it wouldn't be that
Yeah.
flammable because it's coral.
Yeah, well, you'd hope so.
Yeah.
All right. So during that half day,
Oh, did we kill those things?
you guys arrive down into.
I don't know, have you?
Just in
Sorry,
time.
I didn't know whether you jumped forward that or not.
Yeah.
Let's find out if we killed them.
Circle to see. Yes, love it.
You guys can place yourselves where you want. For this time, would you like to pilot Sandstorm there, Brad?
Yes, please.
All right.
You should deposit all the
yours.
money from his accounts into our
Yeah.
accounts.
How generous of you, Sandstorm, to sign over the deed for the keep.
It's okay, it's already been done. Way ahead of you.
Big map. Yeah, this is
This
big
has taken us a few
sessions to get through.
sessions to go through.
So
It's a big map.
Big
as you come into this place, this large lake with a huge cavernous roof holds this giant 20-foot diameter floating bubble in the air with these smaller 7-foot diameter bubbles floating around it with this bluish green light shining out of it. As you all wait for the currents to spin around and around, the armor that swirls underneath the water all forms together. Gauntlets form together, the skirt plating forms together, helm comes together, and then tridents appear out of the sand, picked up as if by them.
Whereabouts are they, sorry? And how far away are apart and from us?
It seems one has just bypassed you, swirling counterclockwise, and the other one is rotating around counterclockwise, heading directly towards you as well. As they're basically just making a beeline straight for you. Let's roll some initiative!
Damn it, and we're all swimming too, so...
But because you have this symbol on your
chasm.
skin,
Yeah.
you're
Look out.
unaffected.
Yeah,
I
but
might not get a turn.
Yeah, just because we have the symbol, we still have to swim. We still have our movement hindrances and
But Casimir
that
No,
kind of
you
stuff.
don't.
Don't you?
So we have a
No,
swim
with-
speed.
Mate, I've got a
Yeah.
crab shield to float
With
on.
the symbol, you gain a swimming speed equal to your walking speed.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Do we
I thought it was-
actually?
Does that mean
Do we still swim though, or can you like walk?
No, you swim.
You swim.
we're walking
I-
under
I-
the water?
Yeah. You're just
I
like
thought that'd
running
be kind of
in the
cool.
water.
Yeah, just like charging.
So, just as a reminder, within the torrents, any creature that has the symbol of water scratched into their flesh gains a swimming speed equal to their ground speed. You're immune to the effects of the current, and suffers no negative effects from the waterfall, and also allows you water breathing.
Cute.
Nice.
All right.
Does that mean you don't have disadvantage on melee attacks underwater now? I can't
Since you have a
remember what the
swimming
exact
speed-
effect.
Since you have a swimming speed, I'm gonna say no.
I don't think that affected anybody anyway, because no one has like
It
a.
was mainly Belvin, but Sandstorm can also be affected by
Nah,
that.
because he used his short sword.
Oh,
so
yeah.
And his death.
get back.
Well, I'd apologise to Belvin if he was here.
All right.
Sansom pulls out his daggers.
Oh, I didn't clear my previous.
Oh no.
All right. So, da.
Let's do this.
So I need to get you. Need to get you.
What are their spears? Are their tridents made out of?
Ikram got deleted.
Yeah, that was an accident.
Wasn't even worth my initiative roll.
The joke about you not getting a turn is actually true.
The no turn is real.
Oh god, I just realized you guys don't have your tank to still absorb all the hits.
Carl, they know we didn't update the thing, the donation
Oh
thing.
yeah. Look,
I mean, nothing to look
I
at
swear
there,
I did that
folks.
the other night. Look, I'm swearing, but don't trust me on my swearing. I am Australian after all.
Yeah.
We say it every day. It's an everyday thing.
In our
Every day.
vocabulary.
It's every
That's a
day,
bit-
Blur.
that's a
with
bit
that
of a
Australian
low,
accent.
low quantity there, mate.
Fuck off, Kyle.
You bloody dickhead.
What the fuck?
Ah,
Don't fucking
Ah.
swear, guys. What the fuck?
Yeah, what the hell?
no, okay, what
Kyle
Kyle was
doesn't
saying was
swear.
worth it.
Ah.
Fuck off, Kyle.
I
What
know.
happened?
Oh, what was
Don't worry.
Oh,
We will get to that
donation.
later. Oh, we got a donation?
Toggles.
Toggles.
Toggle, thank you, my friend. I gotta wait for it to load. Donated $3. Sandstorm approaches this encounter. His eyes begin to be set aflame with burning passion. His muscles tighten. His gaze fixed on his opponent. A ring cries out over the water. YouTube video. As Sandstorm gains a bardic inspiration for Darude. And thanks to Akmok, a natural 20 for Viridian Knight.
Ah,
To the
Hey!
cat. Wonderful.
she won't be around long enough to use it.
If we kill Macath, do we absorb her nat 20? Asking for a friend.
I can gift it off. I'm gonna make the rules. Rules haven't been said. I'm gonna say if I haven't used it, I'm gonna gift it off. You'll never guess who I gifted.
Sandstorm?
We will never know. Ever.
Yeah. No favoritism, though.
No, favorite.
No favoritism whatsoever.
You guys knew it was coming.
Oh, yeah.
I never tried to hide it.
I
Alright,
never would have guessed.
So, just as a reminder for our charity, we are supporting the Unicorn Foundation that has been helped set up by one of our players, one of our guests, Talus, aka Consulting Detective, or Jess, as it helps. As it helps do incredible things for people suffering from neuroendocrine cancers and, or in other words, NETs. So that is now in the doobly doop down below.
Woo.
Woo! So
Good
please bear with me.
doop-de-doop.
look down in the dibbly dip. You'll see who we are supporting. Thank you for your time and your patience, and I hope that you all enjoy. Of course, all unicorns deserve to be saved.
Didn't you hear the story before? You have to go and find the unicorn and take its heart.
Exactly.
And a virgin.
Wait a minute.
I mean,
Wrong game. Unicorn Heart is Tuesday's game.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's true.
Just its horn then.
All right. So
Does
There's
it become a
horn and
horse
virgin.
then, or
I know why they need a virgin for the unicorn horn. All right. Not going to say anything. No?
All right, let's get some dice roll for these guys. All right, so we got 30. They're just going to go and save initiative just for the sake of ease because I'm like that. God damn it, you didn't roll 300.
Why does I was gonna say why does it have
Oh,
300?
Ikram.
What the heck?
Wasn't it?
I am the initiative.
All right, so let's get this party started on a D&D night. So these two suits of armor just in the water seem to float and fly up towards you. We are attempting to.
We got sidetracked.
Non-magical.
We're up first.
Tree branch.
You loot hamster.
I love it.
Oh, loot hamster! Thank you so much. Yes.
I have a stick.
How thick
It's
is
a
this
sharpened
stick?
stick.
Is it like
Sharpened.
is it like a knife, like a shiv, or is it like a big stick?
That's
don't know,
literally
like
the
a
size of a
spear.
pencil.
I don't know, but it looks like it might be enough to be a one-time off magical wand.
But he said non.
Yeah, non-magical
magical.
magical wand.
Exactly.
Ooh.
So you just get a sharp stick.
The
A
magic,
giant
is,
toothpick.
the magic is
like,
it's sharp.
it's just a small little splinter of driftwood that just goes past your feet.
She's just been whittling away at it the entire time. Just in the corner, just sharpening the stick.
It's at that,
Soon.
it's at that point you notice that to your right, about 30 feet away from you, approaching with a trident pointed out towards you, is this suit of armor approaching.
We'll figure out what to do.
A wand of stabbing.
All right.
I'm just trying to.
Just setting up the new wand.
Yeah.
Preparing to
Reading
I
the
can
user
still-
manual.
These guys have like adamantine armor, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How effective will the one
Very
of
much the
stabbing
same armor as Melbourne fought the previous days.
Okay. I'm going to cast Ice Storm.
All right. Whereabouts in this massive effect are you going to do that?
It's like a 20-foot radius, right?
Yeah.
So I could probably cover like a big ol' area.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm just caring about that guy, so I want to make sure he's like right in the middle of it.
Okay. 20-foot radius, wasn't that?
Yes.
All right, cool. Let's get a circle down. Got to draw a circle now.
Hui.
I just pictured her throwing the stick. And, like, doesn't even reach the thing and just plonks on the top of the water and just like
Can't
drifts
throw it
past.
because she's underwater. She like.
I cast stab.
He's not used to throwing underwater.
Yeah.
And it just
literally
floats,
just,
it
like,
just floats back up.
Sit in front of your hand. Wouldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's roughly 20 foot. All right, so this guy is centered in this fucking circle here.
Yeah. And it's a combined of 32 damage.
All right, so let's make it a bit more icy. All right, so he's going to make a dexterity 20 saving throw. Jeez.
Yeah.
You set this up, Kyle.
I did. Whatever. Oh, does he get it? Does he get it? Does he get it? I need to take a look at something. I'm going to say... Actually, no. These guys are quite slow. From memory. Stand by. Continue to stand by. Quick, look right. Quick, look left. Quick, look in your pocket. What does it have in its pockets?
Palmaline.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
You have a plum in your pocket? Did you
What?
say plum in your pocket?
Sure.
What is that in your pocket?
No. I didn't say a plum. There is.
Sorry about this.
A sticky hand.
Oh, yeah, wonderful. All right, so. Oh, no. All right, so he rolled a 18 on the die, and he has a +2 modifier. I just needed to make sure of that.
Fuck
So,
him.
Very rude of him.
Bullshit.
Fuck off.
Yes,
You
indeed.
cunt.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, we're getting real now. This fight just went next level.
Jeez, we're going full Australian Bogan here. All right. As the ice storm takes effect, are you bobbing at the top of the water, or are you underwater currently?
I'm like got my eyes above the water.
All right. You create the arcane symbol of iconic heritage as you smash it as you close your fist. The water condenses into ice and just begins to swirl and swirl and swirl, creating a little bit of a vast underground whirlpool. Let me just check the spell real quick. Yep, so that's in difficult terrain, and it's going to take the... Oh god, it's a lot of damage. Good work, Monfoy. For 32 points of damage as my numlocks has gone out. Sorry about this. Alright, so, what would you like to do for your bonus action?
I'm not sure if there's much I can do.
Not with that attitude.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna use a bit of my movement to move back a bit, just in case. I don't know how fast they can. McCaff never saw these, so she doesn't know how fast they can move. She was.
Yeah, she didn't get part of it.
Ikram and McCaff have not seen these.
Yeah,
What?
Ikram tried though.
Ikram tried
See
to-
what? Oh, this thing.
Remember that
Yeah,
encounter
you
with the
never-
waterfall you had?
Yeah, that difficult encounter you had.
Yeah.
You
Hey, that was a
almost died.
tough fight.
You lost.
So yeah, McCaff's not sure how they're gonna move. So she's just gonna move back a bit and that will be her action.
Okay. Wonderful. And Casimir, no. Yeah, Sandstorm. That's right.
Yes, Ikram. Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
whoever's next.
How long is this chain thing?
30 feet.
Cool.
It allows you to grab whatever's in range within 30
Yep.
feet.
Sweet. And is the one that's down this way in view? Can we see the one that's behind us?
The one that's coming down from the south? Yes, you
Yeah.
can. It's basically just swirled its way underneath with the tides around the shores of the leaves, of the coral leaves stemming out from the flower. Basically towards like chest height. It's at its chest height. You can see like water cascading out of the lake itself,
Yeah,
holding up this helm,
it's
like
a-
you've seen previously.
Yeah, it's above the water.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So Sandstorm is going to. He sees Macath make this ice storm pretty much in front of him, and he knows that's probably gonna. Macath has got that one, and then he sees the one behind him, so he's just gonna go unhinge his chain, whip it out to the side, grab onto the centerpiece here, and pull himself through the water
Oh.
as his bonus action to
All
get
right.
on top.
Sparrow cat.
Make me, yeah. Make
you
me
want me to-
athletic. Yeah, make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
That's how that works.
Yep.
With a 20, you Spider-Man and launch your way all the way up there.
And as it hooks on, as Spider-Man like pulls it in between his legs and pulls himself forward. Quickly gets on top of the surface there. That centerpiece is high, isn't it? It's like
Yes, that's 10,
20.
15 feet up.
20. Yeah, that's right.
Can he still move after his chain?
Yeah,
that's
only a bonus
it's only a
action.
bonus action.
Yeah, but doesn't use his movement. Is what I meant.
No.
Okay.
Wondering. I would like.
Don't go through the portal.
I'm not gonna. The portal's up high.
Yeah, the portal's like 20 feet up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sandstorm is going to try to get here stealthily, so this thing doesn't notice him.
Right. So you're going to use your action to hide?
Can I? Do I have to use that action to hide?
Yeah.
Can
Bonus
I-
action.
You've already used your bonus action.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, then. Yeah.
Right.
Sandstorm will end up probably around. Yeah. And hide.
Yeah, for this moment, because since Robbie's or Joygasm isn't here tonight, Sandstorm for this moment will be being played by the player of Belvin.
His brother.
His brother. Alright, so make me a stealth check. As you go and find cover behind the flower stem. 25. Yeah, easy. This thing's big. You can hide behind that and like stealthily move your way across.
Gets on all fours and just
We know of the
Well-
vanilla ice.
adoptive brothers.
Yeah, the rogue was adopted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The paladin's family took him in.
They're half brothers,
all
remember,
alone.
Carl?
Noble.
Half brothers. Yes, that's true.
Well,
According to Carl, they're half brothers. A tabaxi and a human.
you know it.
In this world, it's happened.
It's happened before. In this world, anything happens.
Magic.
You know I'm not consistent. Magic. All right, so
I mean, yeah, Macap is a thing. Her ancestors got to be into some weird shit.
draconic tieflings, man. All right, Casimir, you're up.
All right.
As
I
you-
might just fly up a little bit so it can't poke me with its trident out of the water. So I'll probably go up about 20 feet. And then
Your wings
I-
flap, pulling you up.
Actually, how far is this? I want to do something, but I want its armor.
Yes. Gets Belvin the arm.
You know for a fact that the adamantine armor is quite durable.
Yep. I might just cast Shatter on this one here.
All right, you can still see through the blizzard that's like swirling within the water. As you look down it, there's that shimmer within it when you see the water ripple out from it. As it now that makes a con save.
Is it con save or strength save?
Strength.
It says it's strength save. I thought it was a con save. though.
Makes yeah, me too.
No, it is a
Real
con.
quick.
It is a con save.
Makes a con save. Okay, for a 21.
Yep. So he makes it.
Yeah, so he's going to take half. So he's going to take 9. This guy, this armor is making him quite durable. It seems to absorb the vibrations through the water, dispersing them. And what else do you want to do with your turn?
There we go, fixed it. Yeah, I might just move. So if I moved like 10 feet up, I can move another 20 feet across. I'll just move over towards the platform a bit.
All right. This one within the water elemental armor within the ice storm. Let's see. Just having. Okay, so yeah.
Can I just ask a really dumb question?
I will answer a really dumb question.
Okay, what type of water is this? Is it fresh water or salt water?
Fresh.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because if it was salt water, then we'd just be floating.
Super fresh.
Magic.
Yeah.
The water elemental struggles against the ice to try to get to you and tries to move all of its distance towards you. You only can get so far.
And
Whereas this other one rushes as quick as it can. Quick as it possibly can. The one down the bottom quick as rushes down and gets all up in Ikram's face under the water. And you just see this floating armor under the water looking at you, Ikram.
let Tommy have his revenge.
Justice for the toddlers.
Justice for Tommy.
Ikram, it's your turn.
Tommy was the only survivor.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do... Yeah.
Yeah.
So how far away is it from me?
Directly up in your face.
It's all up in your grill.
Like
I'm just going to be like...
Up in your
I'm just going to hold out my hand and then
Practically grinding.
hold out my hand and put it on its chest
Ooh.
and just be like, stop. Hammer tap.
Hammer tap.
And then cast Thunderwave on its chest.
All right, make a con save. All right, for a 10, this one just goes.
So that's...
Armor goes spiraling through the water.
Does it get knocked prone from Thunderwave? Can you
I guess
be
push 10
prone
feet away.
So yeah, the water ripples.
Yeah, I think it just gets pushed 10 feet away.
It just gets put 10 foot away. It won't be prone underwater because it's underwater. But
Yeah,
it is like, it's lopsided.
I don't think a water elemental could get. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think water elemental could get prone.
But like, can anything get knocked prone underwater?
No,
Can you be prone underwater?
no.
Well,
I don't know.
it's a good thing it has a condition immunity from prone.
Oh, okay.
So,
But can anything?
just
be
so
prone?
you know.
I'm just curious.
Look, we can go into a greater discussion at length of this
Oh, I
later
can
on. But, Macath, it's your turn, unless Ikram would like to do anything else with his.
I just have one question. Is there, like, is all of the things that they're wearing, like, a metal?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. That's my turn.
Macath, it is your turn.
I mean, Ice Storm seemed pretty effective.
It was, very much so. Batted and beated against the armor, more or less froze the elemental's, like, watery ability in place.
Okay.
We're back.
Thank you very much, buddy. Yeah. Well, you guys can be knocked prone. These guys can't.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, what?
So,
It's just a water elemental thing. They can't be knocked prone.
Oh, so it's just being
yeah, but being-
disorientated.
yeah.
Yeah.
But being prone underwater. Yeah.
that makes
I can see how that. Yeah. I can see how that works.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, you're kind of unsure
no,
where
it's
you
okay.
are.
Because if you're knocked prone when you're flying, you just start falling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While you're underwater, you're just like,
You start floating?
And if we didn't have water breathing, we'd probably start drowning.
yes. You're welcome.
Lucky we got these cool new matching tats.
Water tribe. All right, Macaf, what would you like to do with your turn?
Another ice storm.
This guy's just getting shit on.
Tall Squall, being a little surfy grummer growing up, I know that feeling way too well when you surf 10-foot waves.
Yeah.
All right. Very nice. Let's get him to make a con save. Well, dexterity save, but only rolls a 15, so he takes the full bludgeon of damage as the ice just surrounds him again, just around your edge, and he takes the full 25 damage.
It's not going to get Casimir.
It's not going to get Casimir. He's above.
I hope it's
Oh, yeah.
not.
Forgot.
I mean,
Just in case.
Well, Ice Storm's like a big
it is a
cylinder.
big storm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Just
does go a
storm.
little bit
Yeah.
out, but it's mostly contained within the water.
Yeah, because if Macaf has to, she'll careful spell it.
This guy's just slowly coming towards Macaf.
Slowly. Sandstorm is away, so he's going to hold his action until he returns. Casimir.
All right. Well, just to add to the fun, I'm gonna Ray of Frost. Oh no.
This guy over here.
Wonder if we can have him at 0 movement.
Your frost joins the rest of the ice as it swirls around, battering against it. Unfortunately.
Turn him into an ice block. Use the trident as the stick.
And then I can fly over to here and just like land on top of this bit.
You can. Perfectly fine too.
And now
So-
Sandstorm's back.
Sorry about that.
And Sandstorm, you lagged, and you look as you look out from behind the coral flowers. The creature's not there anymore. The elemental armor isn't there anymore. And you just notice it's over there. What would you like to do with your turn?
All right. Sandstorm is gonna move here, and then he is going to throw his dagger of vengeance. He just throws it in the air, catches it by the tip of the blade, and just goes at the armor. Is the armor above the water or below?
Below the water, but it doesn't matter in this situation
Yeah.
because of your sharpshooter feet, and daggers work well underwater.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm just for my own thing. Yeah. So yeah, just flicks it up, catches it, and just.
As you throw it, there's lightning that just sparks and arcs from it. Make that attack roll. And because you're hidden, you're at advantage.
Mate, that's what a rogue is all about.
Professional roguing.
Very nice. As it impales the rear shoulder armor of the elemental, you see.
And then
water
there's just
static across it.
a line of lightning connecting to the blade itself. And Sandstorm appears.
Alright, so as you form into one of the arcs of lightning that followed with the blade, there with it underwater.
Is that sneak attack as well?
Yeah.
Only one attack is sneak attack. So
Yeah.
that
Pretty
dagger of
eliminating.
vengeance, that is sneak attack.
Yeah. That's I just need to make sure I get all this.
What do you mean you're not used to playing a rogue?
I'm trying to find where he's got all his stuff. To be
Oh
honest.
yeah. I had a look at his character sheet. It's just like, what the
It's
fuck
all
is going
over the
on?
shop.
It's
Holy shit.
mess.
Yeah. So
So yeah, you
So-
stick two plates basically together, and basically that lightning just scatters across it.
yeah. And for his second attack with his does he use that as a bonus action, or is that just a second attack?
That's a section attack because the way I feel about dual wielding, it's the way I've homebrewed some rules.
Okay.
So you can make as part of your attack action, as long as you have the dual wielding feat, you can make
'Cause he has-
a second attack.
Sweet.
Also dual wielding, because I'm all about the dual wielding.
It's pretty sick.
All right. Cool. So as the sneak attack happens, as he grabs back onto the dagger, kind of puts extra force, he just pulls back his other dagger and just stabs into the front part. trying to get in between the helmet and the shoulder.
Nice. Alright, this will just be a straight attack.
Yes, it will. That one. Yeah.
Nice.
Now was that right between the plates? You stab in. There is a little spark of fire from it as well, as it just goes all the way in. Yeah, that's a very nice hit.
And then, as his cunning action, he is going to disengage. After those attacks, he's going to kick off, and then back, and then as he's pulled back his chain, and then he's going to throw back his chain and pull him back to the centerpiece because he has still not used his bonus action.
The cunning action is your bonus action. But you still get your
is it?
movement.
Yeah.
You still have all your movement though.
Oh, is cunning action actually?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay,
Yeah.
well, gotcha then. But I'll just use all my movement then.
He flings the chain out and then walks away.
No, I don't think so.
You
I
kick off, and then with that we just
kick off.
do
and-
little kitty paw paddles, and reach the shore's edge, or reach the shore wherever you want to be.
Yeah, I'll just reach.
You can actually climb up as well.
Yes, you can climb up as well.
Man,
'Cause of the
Sansom
taxi climb
can
speed.
use because he has 35 feet of movement. He can.
Yeah, he can get far.
Yeah.
he could travel.
No, well,
He
I mean
fast.
he's just gonna be like, woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, may have made them a little OP at some point. Source school doesn't matter. Just throw more
He's
deadly
try-
things at
I
them.
was gonna
But
say he's
then
gonna.
he gave us super aids.
Yeah. Then I gave him an uplift to fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind.
All right. So the one within the second ice storm has basically had enough. So it brings up its trident, and throws it through the storm towards McCaff. For a natural 20.
Oh,
It's the player killer dice, isn't it?
Ouch.
No, it's not. It's not
Don't
the
lie
player
to me.
killer. It's not the player killer. And I'm all fucking about that because yes, good vibe feels. Right, you see that as it's flying through the water, through the ice, some of the ice is collected around the tips of the trident tips, and frost has begun to billow out through it, sparkling along through it as it hits into your shoulder. Let's get some damage roll.
No.
Yes,
No.
you're going to use all of the damage on you. As
Nah.
the freezing strike is also done. Indeed, you are. You're going to be majestically hurt.
To everyone who had made jokes about McCaff dying, fuck you all.
Rip in pieces.
Thank you.
rip in pepperoni.
You take 18 points of piercing and cold damage. So altogether, 18 points. 6 points of cold.
Damn
And-
it. I didn't do my thing.
Alright. Also, you're resistant to cold.
I have to use a sorcery point.
For what?
No, I have to.
Oh, to swap over your resistance.
No, because that's only. I'm not resistant to cold. I'm only resistant if I cast a spell of the same type of dragon I am, and I have to use a sorcery point. So do I have to announce that?
Well, the thing is, because of your draconic heritage, you also have those white dragon scales, remember?
Oh yeah, then you'd
Yeah.
be resistant.
I
Yes.
thought you just have it
And that
naturally.
grants you cold resistance.
Yeah, you'd just be naturally resistant. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah.
Alright, cool.
You
I
then
remember that from my
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorcerer. He
You
was
then
also
instead
white dragon.
take 12 points of piercing damage and 3 points of cold damage. As you were impaled into the elbow and trying to push it out and hold your shoulder to stop the bleeding.
Man, it's,
That's a weird elbow.
shoulder.
Yep.
Shoulder.
Yes. Yes.
Shoulder.
Another elbow.
Yeah.
The other elbow.
Yeah, the other joint. Yeah.
Look, that joke wasn't very humorous, okay? Wonderful. Ikram, this other one's just going to charge into you and try stabbing you 3 times. He has had enough
only
of your
3.
Only 3.
Famous last words.
So for that,
3
we
crits.
for that, it's going to be... Oh, that is huge. Okay.
That's not what she
As
said.
huge as my crab shield.
That's right. You gain +2 advantage.
I do.
Or +2 to your armor class from
Two
your
advantage.
17 armor class now.
17. Okay. So what's this going to be? A 16 is going to miss,
Damn straight it is.
Yeah, you show him, Dad.
but a 22 and a 25 are definitely going to hit. I see.
I throw coral plate at him.
Just frisbees.
You see the tips of the trident as well is covered in ice as it comes in and slashes in and basically impales into your side, breaching through your leaf weave armor. All right. So you're going to take 20 points of piercing damage,
Oh crap.
and then you're going to take a combined, what's that? 16 points of cold damage.
16.
30.
16 points of cold damage
Is that for both attacks?
together. Yeah, that's all together.
36.
36 all up.
Boom.
Yeah, that hurt. That's more than half my health. Well, that throws a spanner in the works,
Time
doesn't
for Aqua Bear Crim to make an appearance.
it? Polar bear crim.
Quim.
With all this ice attacks going on.
What will Ikram do?
Also, when it came in and attacked me, I'm going to have Wrath of the Storm activate on it.
Okay.
So the creature takes 2d8 lightning or thunder damage.
That's very important. What would you like to see?
Oh, so it's basically just like if they come within 5 feet
Yeah.
and attack me, then
Yeah.
I kind of want to treat it like he like stabs me with the trident or whatever. Oh, was it the trident? Sorry.
Yeah, it's trident.
Yeah, and then when it hits me, like it kind of like electricity kind of shoots out from like that point.
So it's
Nice.
lightning.
All right.
Yeah.
So as you stabbed into it, as he's stabbed into you from you, the glowing radiant energies shoot out of you, form these nice golden electric bolts that just travel up and then shock it. Roll 2d8. Thanks for
Oh, yeah,
chilling.
that's right, I gotta roll.
Have a good day, man. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for the sub. You're the best.
12.
12. He takes 12 points of lightning damage. Or it's at 24. Because you see this thing go.
It
It's
loves it.
underwater.
Wait, so did that mean it took extra with my thunder wave? Or
No,
is
that's thunder. It's not
That's
lightning.
fun. That's
What?
fun.
what?
Thunder and
It's
lightning.
Basically the same
very
fucking
It's so
thing.
different.
Mate,
Oh, let's.
you don't get struck by thunder.
No.
But thunderstruck.
It's a lie.
So that means it would have taken like a little bit of extra damage from the lightning of sandstorms.
did?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
It is
him
now your
damaging me, kind of. Oh, actually.
You can wield ship.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm
I
gonna
can
cast
show you
Healing Word on myself.
You can turn into a shark, can't you?
No, I want to try something.
Okay.
Let him do his thing.
I want to try a
Casimir,
spell that I haven't
you
like got
bossy
myself.
Bitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
new spell.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And then
apologize.
I'm gonna hold out my hand and aim this spell at its chest. It's called Heat Metal. So
Alright.
basically, what it does is a weapon, or well, it kind of speaks for itself, really.
Yeah.
He's
Heats the
underwater.
metal.
Yeah, but like, okay, just shut up for a second. Cause an object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage until the spell ends. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of the subsequent turns to cause extra damage. It also gets disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn. So, fuck you, Honesy.
Oh man.
That's right. I had a plan.
You know, it's
Fire
totally.
damage.
Oh,
I was gonna say
man.
you used lightning damage, which is great, and then you used fire damage.
So,
It's okay. It's okay. Sandstorm did the same thing.
That spell did
It's fine.
psychic damage to me. Holy fuck.
so it rolls a 9.
Yeah, that's right.
The armor heats up incredibly, but then kind of like puts bubbles like coming off it.
You gotta think though, like if you heat something really hot, it's still gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah, boil the water.
But it's only going to take half damage.
Oh, that's fine. I mainly did it for the
Why did you-
disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Why did you roll another 2d8?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Captain.
Yeah, ignore that. I was so impressed with my move.
Mate,
felt
that
like it needed
deserves
to
a
double.
second lot.
It was twice as effective underwater.
Macath.
Cap is done. Cap is ready to move on.
Just been stabbed.
Just been stabbed.
Well, she did acquire a new trident though.
Yeah. She's gonna.
She pulled it out, didn't she?
Yeah, it was stuck in her shoulder.
No, it's stuck in her shoulder. It would probably hurt more to take it out,
Yoink.
considering how a trident is. Let me just. Kind of cold is 60 feet. So cone 60 feet wide. Is that correct?
Kind of
Read
cold.
the rest of it. It says 60-foot cone.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So,
So would I be able to get both of them?
I'm going to say yeah.
Cool. And how many people? How am I going to catch everyone else in it?
Let's just take a look real quick. Let me just bring up the cone.
Ikram.
Ikram, pull out your cone. buddy.
Ikram tingles a little bit. He's just like, what? Cone?
The cone, you say? Ooh. Shit.
All right, let's measure it.
Oh.
Now,
That cone doesn't look very cold.
it doesn't.
To measure, yeah.
Wait till he color grades it.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh god, Ikram.
I don't think it matters if it's cold. I'm having a bad time.
At the widest point,
I think
it's about 60 feet. Yeah.
it's definitely going to hit. Is what I'm going to say. It's
Yeah.
definitely going to hit.
Gonna hit
both.
both.
It's going to hit both,
Fire
and
round.
then I'll careful spell so it doesn't hit Ikram.
The suspense.
Could have been
Uh,
a dramatic end.
yeah, I think that could have been my death.
That would have probably been.
It would have definitely.
I want to see the damage roll.
Macaque would have probably killed everyone because she fireballed the first time she met you
Oh
guys.
yeah,
so
she's probably killed us a few
Macath's
times already.
Trying to take us out
Macaque's
before
killed
we
you
take
a
her
few
out.
times.
I'm going to say yeah. You're definitely going to be able to hit them both.
Nice.
I want to know the damage.
So,
Oh, of course.
Oh my god, it would have killed me. Oh my
Wait, but
god.
Macath has the sharpened stick.
with the
shit.
power of the sharpened stick.
No, Ikram has it because
Does he?
Macath gave it to his back.
Oh yes, that's right.
It's still
Very
stuck there now.
There's just no. It's just the stick and then the trident.
It's like yeah, I got some new stuff. Whoa!
Tape the stick on top of the trident.
Right. So for 36 points of cold damage on a roll of a 17 and a 13, they both fail their con checks. Saves.
Who wants the armor from this? Is it like the armor? Haven't you got some, Melvin?
I mean, I think we've got like 4 sets of these guys' armor now.
Oh, right.
3 or 4.
You only have one set
Yeah,
currently.
we
I
only
thought
got
we
one.
had 2.
No, we only
Okay.
got one.
Oh, there you go. We'll
Yeah,
have,
you're getting ahead of yourself.
we'll have 3 if we survive.
Yeah. So yeah, both of them looking very frosty. More ice consumes their elemental form within the water than anything else, than actual water moving around their joints between the plates and the water itself. Very thin and contained. You've nearly frozen them solid.
No. I wanted to get him.
You got the kill on the Aboleth.
Also, wait a minute. This is a part of your elemental spell ability. This is an elemental spell of cold.
Plus
Yeah.
5. Is that in there?
I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
That's plus 5 damage.
It does, but doesn't send any of them turtling over the edge.
Just poke him with my sharp stick.
Yeah, finish
Yeah,
them.
just poke them with the sharp stick. You'll be fine.
Well, this one doesn't even have a trident anymore, so I don't know what it can even do. See, give you pink bellies
And
with these
the-
watery hands.
Have you not watched Pokemon? You could probably use bubble or
No,
water
I'm not-
gun.
Oh,
Exactly.
shit. As long as he doesn't hydro pump me.
All right,
Oh,
Why did you skip Sandstorm?
I didn't. Sandstorm, it's your move.
What I say?
if you do another swinging super like Spider-Man attack, I'm just gonna lose my shit because I feel like since you've been Belvin, you've been like like swing and attack and all that sort of shit. Now this guy, you're like, I can fucking go nuts now.
I'm so mobile.
I'm gonna use the shit out of this swinging claw thing I've got.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna make use of what I got. All right, jeez, just heating up metal guy. All right, Sandstorm, after seeing the cone of code, is going to use his feline agility to pretty much make his whole way over to where the elemental is.
Right, so you run across the coral, you dive into the water, and you kick it
Use
partly
all
away.
the
All
speed.
there. Go
and
for
then,
it.
And as he's pretty much there, unsheaths his dagger and just makes a backstab, pretty much.
Very nice.
Is it at advantage or?
It's not an advantage, but you will gain sneak attack because you're within 5 feet of an ally
Right.
that's engaged in combat.
What?
See, that's a Lou just said. It's like exactly how I would picture it. So
Balvin, please fetch me a pot of coffee. Swing himself around like Spider-Man to the kitchen. Yes, holy crap. And he's
It's a
got
little
his
bit
own
too
team,
accurate.
that guy.
Have you been here the entire time, Luke?
Oh, damn. We've summoned him.
Oh, thank you so much.
his ears were burning.
Don't tell him.
As Sandstorm gets
Dies.
real close, his dagger is met with a small bit of resistance, but Sandstorm puts his paw just on the back of the dagger and thrusts in, breaking through the armor. The lightning damage is doubled, but you see it's still there. It's just barely holding itself together.
Yeah.
Or is it?
As you push it in deeper, the electricity sparks out through. You see the ice shatter around the form of this armored elemental. You see its head is out of water, just ever so slightly, and the water just cascades out of it. The ice shatters, and the armor bloop, into the water. Gone.
Catch it.
Nice, mate.
You also have Bardic Inspiration to use a D12 for a roll. And you still have your other attack that you could probably throw a dagger with.
Yes. Just a quick question: is with his chain,
Yep.
if Sandstorm throws it at a person, latches on, can he pull himself in the one move?
It will more or less grapple. So, like, yeah.
Grapple.
You can use it as a bonus action, and it won't pull him towards you. but
But can it pull
you will
Sandstorm
grapple.
towards him?
Get over here.
I'm just trying to think of the possibilities of this thing.
That's a
Yeah.
good point. Did I consider that? Nope. Did I expect it? Should have. You can restrain a larger creeper.
Doesn't really
Ye-
say.
Yeah, you can't move more than 30 feet away, but it doesn't really say. Doesn't say anything about moving towards it.
Hmm.
Well, since you've already used your movement,
Yeah.
you won't be able to, but you can sling it out.
Okay, that's cool. I was just, like I said, I'm just thinking of possibilities.
Very similar.
Can no. And then Sandstorm's pretty much. He can use, cunning action to hide behind Ikram. Because
Wow.
because he can with his skulker.
Because I'm nearly dead.
Because skulker, I can actually hide.
Should be Ikram.
Quite well. He can quite
When
well.
I'm lightly obscured, I can hide. So I'm just like,
Just get real. You just go into a cannonball behind him.
yeah.
Make a stealth check for this ridiculous nonsense.
They'll never expect two people.
Yeah. When they try to attack,
Yeah, like,
Sandstorm's just like,
All right, Casimir, what would you like to do?
Right. If I cast Shatter on it and it dies, it won't shatter the adamantine, right?
You don't think so? Adamantine is quite a strong substance.
Okay, cool. You better not be debating me, Carl. Because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually cast that at a higher level, so an extra D8.
Alright, so roll extra. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
that extra
Oh.
damage.
Okay, so yeah, he rolls a 19 plus 2 on his roll. Unfortunately.
Yeah, nah, sorry, he fails. Not really.
No. He gets by. So you can lose 7 points of damage for half damage. Then it's its turn, and it's basically just going to charge at Macath,
Without his
pick
trident.
up its trident.
No, it's still in her.
It's got to rip it out, and then put it back in her 3 more times. Stab, stab, stab.
Can you just pull it out for free?
He's got to grip back onto its item.
Hey, I feel like that would be one attack. An attack. Come on.
I would argue
It's
for two.
unfair.
And you see the tips of the trident, the frost disappears from it. But it is going to make 3 attacks against you using 2 hands. Okay. Alright. So, does a 16 hit?
I think so. Let me check. I didn't have my character sheet up. Yes.
Can you shield? I don't know if you have a spell.
Do I?
Do
Actually,
you have the shield spell?
how do you use it?
Because currently, as he's pulled out the first one, you've ducked under the trident. It's coming for the second hit. Do you have the shield spell?
Yeah, I do.
You can cast that as a reaction.
Yeah, I'll cast it.
All right.
Nice.
As it comes on in, you throw. You quickly. How do you create this? It only requires a bit of vocal, a bit of semantic. How do you cast?
Since it's more of a reaction than less of a focus, she's just gonna throw her hand up and mutter something in Draconic.
As you make these draconic mutterings, there is this little shimmer of white magic that just forms around you, basically in a bubble.
Mm.
And the trident just ting, ting, offset. And that's its turn.
Cool.
Ikram, you see Macath is contained in a white see-through bubble. and Sandstorm is just hiding behind you. You can feel him. You can feel him there.
Is he actually like on my back? Or
I'll leave that to him to decide.
So you said we've got full movement?
But yeah, you got full movement.
Okay. I'm going to move over to that guy, and I might just smack him with the crippler.
Make an
Doesn't
attack
have
roll.
any legs.
So you're just pretty much going to hit his armor. I know
I'm
you
gonna be
don't.
like an old lady in an apartment, like, get out!
Just,
Oh my god, I'm gonna be Yoda to R2D2 in the forest.
So, how do you want to do this?
oh,
Oh my god, did I legit kill him?
Oh,
Not his legs.
Yes! I don't know if I just keep walloping on the top of his head, and his head like slowly like concaves, I guess, but it's like water.
You hit the
Whack-a-mole.
helm, it gets stuck.
Yeah, like whack-a-mole.
You play whack-a-mole, the helm gets stuck with the armor, and then the rest of it just all kind of... The arm plops down, the other arm plops down, the shoulder arm plops off. The helm kind of like pops out, and water splashes up as you just basically baseball it.
Is McCaff able to grab the trident?
You can, yes.
Isn't it inside you? Oh, that sounds
No,
so...
no.
I'm sorry.
no.
It's a PG stream, by the way.
As you... Yeah, you can
Shit.
make a dexterity check to grab onto it.
I apologize to all the children watching.
Joygasm.
Sorry, what was it? Dexterity.
Yeah, just a dexterity check to grab onto the trident.
Okay.
It's quite wet and slippery.
We're underwater.
Everything's wet and slippery.
Oh my god.
Are you just a bit slow? I forgot for a second there. Alright, my bad. As you go reach out, you know, it's just a lot quicker to move through air than it is through water. Normally, through physics. But you miss. And this armor then just descends to the bottom of the water and just spreads out.
How deep's the water?
Yeah, how deep?
40 feet deep.
I don't think it matters.
Oh, you could probably go and get that
Because
if
we
you
can all
want.
swim and
Yeah.
breathe underwater
You
now.
can all swim and breathe underwater, so...
McCaff's gonna swim after it.
I cast water walk on her.
That dude is mine.
As
just so you know,
combat draws
Carrying a
to-
cold.
all of that armor is Belvin's.
Oh, is it?
Just saying that now. Just so you know. No one else can wear it, but
Pretty
Belvin.
sure.
I'm gonna wear.
How's
it
Belvin
as
gonna wear
well.
3 sets
Yeah.
of armor though?
He's gonna smith it into one,
One massive set of armor that you can't even
Yes.
walk around in.
obviously.
Have you ever heard of being a turtle?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh,
Alright,
Yeah.
so as combat draws to a close, you have cleared these armored elementals out of the elemental rift lake.
Does Samson
And-
have enough room in his bag of holding to put this armor in?
He does.
Okay.
yeah, Casimir's got plenty
McCaff
too.
wants to hold on to the trident. though.
Casimir's definitely grabbing 1 set of armor.
McCaff holds onto the trident.
Yay.
So we got. Yeah.
Casimir
nice.
has 2.
So I have
sets.
1 trident as well from the first and the original plate armor set.
Sandstorm will take all of it.
Alright, so
Really now.
Sandstorm collects 1 trident and 2 sets of the elemental adamantine armor.
And Sandstorm's gonna go over to Ikram and try to use lay on hands.
What does lay on hands do?
Just because Mock said.
He's like, oh wait, I'm not a paladin.
Sandstorm puts his paw on.
he just
San-
he just knows this is what Belvin does after a fight generally.
Just gives him a massage.
just
I'm
kneading.
just-
Is it working?
It's just kneading.
There's that very awkward moment after the combat. That all eyes just turn to Sandstorm. Just
Thanks for coming, Toggle.
yeah, thank you, Tuggle.
Hope you had a good time.
Yeah, buddy.
Bye, Toggle.
With that, combat draws to a close. You collect the armor. The last of the threats within the torrents are dealt with. And that's how you spent your first day.
Yes.
Within the next, after you guys chill out and do what you do, Belvin makes his way down to visit you all. Belvin finds you.
Turn order.
Yes, Belvin finds you as you are all just hanging around the torrents, doing your own thing, joking and laughing, maybe swapping stories. Belvin, you have some news for them.
It's so enjoyable having Super 8.
Yeah,
see-
you guys. Yeah, you come down and just like.
You see the transparency has spread a lot through their injuries, nearly taking up whole limbs.
Well, Belvin's probably looking pretty exhausted. He slept, but
Belvin-
not very well. Well, all these guys
We
seem
are
to
looking
be
fresh.
looking
Belvin,
just like having the time of their lives here.
looking like they're having a great old time swimming, while Belvin's come down with the dragon helm on his head and just boxes, just wearing boxes, just cotton boxes.
Wet boxes.
Yeah. He's wearing some wet boxes. All right. So Belvin walks on down the spiraled staircase that leads on down to the area where you guys are, just in the where the waterfall is. The reverse waterfall, I should say, where the boats are and the glowing water bubble is.
What's this water like? Is it fresh water?
Yes.
Fresh as they can.
Could we bottle it and sell it?
Possibly.
The freshest water on this plane. Because literally
Have
from
we
the
bottled
plane.
it?
The plane of water.
I'm gonna like just have a mouthful of and just taste the water. Can I taste it or not?
You can taste the water, certainly.
I'm gonna
I'd like
do a
to think
nature
you-
check.
I'd
So
like
with
to
a
think you guys
22,
have like. Have you
what are my
guys?
thoughts on this water?
We didn't
out
pee in the
of,
water,
out of
Brad.
10?
We didn't pee in the water. We're respectable.
It tastes like there is some residual slime left over from the creature you slayed. The mucus that came from its skin naturally is probably a part of that. You then turn to the side and throw up.
and then I think to
Just
myself,
routine.
we could call it diet water.
Diet water. Half water. Half
Give it a bit, Lou.
slime.
Alright. So, in reality, so Belvin actually starts walking down and see you guys, and just to see how everybody is doing. First up,
How is everyone doing?
McCap's gonna wave and then look at Belvin and then completely turn away.
Don't look at me.
I'm swimming with some clear fishies.
Casimir's just like
Because yeah, right now he
starfish
is
just
shirtless and is only in boxes.
That would be awesome.
and wet. Just saying.
Quite a wet.
Alright. So, Belvin has news for you guys. Casimir,
yes.
Alvin arrived
Oh,
today.
and did you tell him the situation?
No, I did not. I
Ah.
came down here just to tell you that.
Well, that was quite silly of you.
Yes. But in all seriousness, yes, I have told him the situation. He himself has told me that he cannot help. There's nothing he knows that can heal something like this. But
was
he
afraid
did
of it.
tell me of a tale that he himself, when he got rid of his lycanthropy, did he tell you this?
He didn't.
The tale of him going to the elven it was an elven forest,
An elven forest.
not
south.
not far from here, actually. I'm pretty sure he said. And he during that time he actually met a unicorn who went up to him and actually what he described it as, it got rid of any impurities from his whole body.
Mhm.
And the original part of the story was about a flower that Helm used to heal the elven god.
Coralon.
That one. Coralon?
Oh, Corellon.
Corellon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I feel like the unicorn is the main source he was trying to talk about, but he also talked about the flower, which he said he only saw once he felt pure after the unicorn seemed to touch him with its horn, pretty much.
So only someone pure can see the flower, and the flower has healing properties.
Yeah, has enough healing properties to heal a god, heal the wounds of a god. According to his story, but that's the only lead I've had in the last.
Well, if one
Day
flower
of it.
can heal a god, then like one flower should be able to heal like 1 million people, right?
Macaf will sort of speak up and say, did he mention what type of purity? There's many different types in those types of laws and stories.
Don't believe he did. All he said that he felt pure, and that's when he saw it.
He did tell you, unless you have a virgin, but you know, Casimir. You also found out Casimir was.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did, but I don't know if that was. I don't know if he was being serious about that or not.
But he said that he could see it after the unicorn touched him. So I don't know if the unicorn touching him helped him find his virginity again.
that's what I thought he was just making fun,
Would-
but
Would Macaf know anything about unicorns? I know she studies dragons, but would she know anything about other mythical creatures?
Can make a history check.
Yeah.
Kaz too. You might have heard something about that in the
Kaz can as well.
in Candlekeep.
And so can Ikram. Ikram, you can make either a nature or a history.
I was going to say, I think nature would be more likely.
Seen heaps of unicorns, but you're just too big to remember.
Mate, I know more about nature than you about history by the look of it.
Yeah, wasn't a very good student.
No, he didn't
Too
say
busy
so.
studying dragons.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't pay attention
I was like,
on other
unicorns.
stuff.
What? If it's not dragons, I'm not paying attention.
Only got one horn. Ugh.
Hey, well, I mean, you must have paid attention to
He's
something
like
other than a dragon.
He's like
According to Alvin, you must have paid some sort of attention
Well,
to
I hope she
something
wasn't
else.
a dragon.
Alright.
You never
he's
know.
like the horse girl, except it's dragons.
The horse girl.
Alright.
Yes.
So,
I think I'm missing the reference.
Ikram, did you
Every
roll
school
2
has a
nature
horse girl.
checks?
No, just one.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh no, that other nature check was the purity of the water, I remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we both got 18.
Natural
Yeah.
spring water.
Okay, so between the wonderful Mekath and Ikram, you two both find out that unicorns are indeed blessed mounts and they're divine guardians. Good deities place unicorns on a material plane to ward away evil and preserve and protect sacred places. Such as enchanted forests. However, gods sometimes send a unicorn to guard sacred artifacts or specific creatures. Also known as forest lords, blessed mounts, and the single spiraling horn is definitely sought after by those who practice evil doings, but it's most of the time divine retribution comes their way swiftly with healing, targeting, and taking a unicorn's horn. What else do you realize?
Maybe if we ask my half nature tree friend, she might have seen one.
Would Macaf know anything about sort of the myths and the sort of the talk around virgins and unicorns?
Yeah, between the blessed mounts, one thing you remember in your studies that yes, effect like evil curses effects on creatures of goodly good kind. Somehow ring true. The lycanthropy suppression to you believe that is true. Whereas Ikram, you understand that in a forest of a unicorn, any magical healing or rest periods bring on bountiful, uh, brings on a more of a bountiful effect.
Yep.
Well, the
So
only thing
the
I can
finding one is going to be.
well, the only thing I could suggest is that this forest isn't too far, in a sense.
Well, I'm sure if we tell the unicorn that we're supporting the Unicorn Foundation, it'll help us out.
Yeah, but we got to get to this unicorn first, guys. So
Well, up
What-
to it, mate.
what the
Why don't we
suggestion
just call the
is,
hotline?
what the suggestion is that everybody has to come up to the surface, and I'm sure you guys can makeshift a way to keep wet.
Stay moist.
Macaf will pull into her bag and pull out 3 teleportation scrolls.
Ooh.
That only works on one
But
person
there's 4 of us.
Teleportation works on like
What?
8 creatures, I think.
8.
at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Ah.
I mean, you can use them. I just need a way to get back to the Arcane Brotherhood,
Yeah, well,
and I
mean,
only need one.
We
you
can
only
use
need one
them.
for that.
We're all
I
in
mean-
this together.
Yes, but the only thing is that Alvin's the only one that knows how to get to this
Find the
place.
unicorn. Oh, we can bring him with us.
Yes. So
Yeah.
what I suggest is that everybody prepares themselves to come back up, and we make that journey together. If everybody agrees to this.
So how far was this elven forest?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
The Elven Forest is from the map you have round to 9, following the roads, and then off into the forest could be 90 to 120 miles.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say days. I was like, holy fuck.
No, I thought so as well for a second.
Like,
No, it's not that far. It's not that far away. It's on like the
Jesus.
borders of the land.
Okay, so what's that? That's like 4 days travel then. 3 to 4 days on horse.
3 to 4 days travel on horse.
Okay. What about
The camp
a
is also gonna-
super horse?
Go up to Belvin and looking away and give him the trident. Say we've ran into more of those water armor things you said. Sandstorm has the rest of the armor. I just have a trident, and this one stabs me. So here.
Okay, so you guys decided to fight the elementals by yourselves. Did anybody get seriously injured? Belva's gonna look around a bit after hearing that, just a bit more worried.
Ikram probably was the worst of us, but he seems pretty fine now.
What's that with? Sorry.
He walked it off.
Yeah.
When you got super stabbed,
Is
how do you
Is
look?
is everybody like? Was that
Wait, are we talking super
Was that
stabbed
the-
as in
Doesn't Macaf
stabbed
have
with
like
the
a hole
things
in the
or
shoulder?
stabbed with Sandstorm's
was that the
nifty
day
crafting?
before? This is like the next day. This is halfway through the next day,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It was halfway through the next
Right,
day.
right.
Yeah, so we've all
So
healed.
recovered.
But yeah, she's like,
Did Belvin's
So,
item
yeah.
drop? That,
I'm pretty sure I'm fine.
Yeah, you guys would have rested it off.
I reckon let's teleport out of here, and I'll cast Druidcraft on us, and we can walk under the nice rain.
walk in the
Yes.
clouds of sadness.
Alright. Well,
So we're going to teleport to the forest. Is that the plan?
yes.
it's probably
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
the quickest way.
Has anyone actually been there though, or is familiar with it?
That's not now. Let me talk to Alvin first. before we do anything rash, guys. Ikram, you just need to calm down.
Have I been to this
Teleport
forest before,
now.
Carl?
You have not. You guys have passed the borders of the forest,
Yeah.
Okay.
heading north.
I do remember.
So we haven't really
passing
seen
that
it.
forest, actually.
Yeah,
But
you've
we
been
haven't been
past the edge. You haven't been inside. It could be anywhere within this
Alright.
dense, vast
Yeah,
forest.
yeah.
All right, everybody. If you all can prepare yourselves to make your way back to the keep, and just in the water before on the bottom of the keep. I will talk to Alvin and get him down so we can discuss further what the plan is.
Okay,
Everyone's good?
everyone's good.
Everyone's ready to go gather your stuff that if you're just wearing your stuff or you've got it all packed somewhere. Grab it all and let's go.
So,
Because
You
Belvin
guys-
told me to calm down, I don't actually cast the clouds. I actually cast the faint odor of a skunk
Whoops.
at him.
as
And
Belvin,
don't say anything. No, it just sits in your area.
Belvin, there's a horrible stench coming from you. Like it's surrounding you. Ikram's just waved his hand subtly. You see
How
that.
close is Ikram to me?
How close do you want him to be? He has to be within 30 feet of you. He's within 30 feet of you.
Within sniffing range.
If he's like close, can I Sparta kick him?
Oh.
Yes.
I cast protection from good and evil.
I'm sorry. Belvin gets to make a strength check. Though.
Strength check.
Yeah.
No, you're lucky. The smell's too strong.
He's actually quite. Ikram is now actually quite slippery as well.
7.
Yeah. Like your foot connects, but just slides off to the side as well. It just goes.
We're covered in a thin layer of slime.
Yeah.
Slippery little sausage.
As a lot of you collect your gear, head on up. You guys.
Just gonna be like,
As your eyes are
exit
watering.
the water.
and I'm just gonna put the helmet back on and
As you guys
go back
leave
to the water.
that leads to the torrents below, you feel your water breathing. The effect fades
Oh, that's good now.
as you all bring yourself up. It's probably taking it took you an hour to get down, hour to get back up. There, Belvin. So as you come up with the guys and the girl, you go into the keep, and he is quite happily gorging himself on cheese and bread. Well, crazy me, my boy. Sipping on wine.
Macap's gonna I can't say the word, but she's gonna clean herself up.
Prestidigitation.
Can't say it.
As you cast it and you dry yourself off, you feel the burning sensation of the air as your dry, no longer moist skin begins to sort of burn at the feeling of just dry air against you as you're going to take 1 point of acid damage against yourself from the air coming in, and you just revel in the physical pain of your skin threatening to melt.
Apply moisture to the burned area.
Basically, yeah.
Oh yeah, we have the clouds.
Yeah, I'm just going to cast Druidcraft and have rain clouds
As
just sit above us.
the clouds form above you, just keeping everyone nice and moist. Alvin looks at you and goes, "Well, you've got yourselves in a bit of a pickle, haven't you?" And munches on a cracker of cheese on it.
Damn it! I thought he was munching on a pickle.
Could be.
Ramsey then comes out, and he's in sugared pickle and just looks at Alvin with dagger eyes.
This guy's just
Alright,
coming in
then
and
heads
eating all
back
the food.
All right.
I'm glad you could come, Alvin.
Wait. So
Glad to be-
did we all go to the the hall
Yes.
with rain clouds, so we're making everything inside wet.
Yes.
Yep.
Wait, I'm pretty sure I said, wait down the bottom. I'll get Alvin to come to you guys, so that doesn't.
Yeah, you'll have to
You
speak
guys
up. I'm
can
wearing a
stay in the
towel.
water under there.
I'd like to put my hand up and say I missed that bit.
So did I.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear you over the
Mate,
rain.
we only listen. We only listen to the strongest people in the group.
As a group of deceived people, we work together.
I'm just gonna let you guys. Ikram, you can run the show.
I know because we got the little rain cloud things. We can move around pretty freely.
Boskroom.
As it allows the group to just travel unhindered.
He's doing a Kyle. Look at this.
This is the outro.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching. That was Belvin tonight.
He's got it down
It's
pat a little
true,
too well.
You right?
He's been practicing.
Oh, I didn't
I'm
see
sorry,
you
but that's
there.
copyright infringement.
Well, I mean, how else do you think I spend my downtime?
All right, so Alvin looks at you and goes, "So what are you gonna do about this?"
Well, I think we are going to act upon
Hmm?
the lead you gave us with the unicorn. It's the only thing we've got at this point, so we would like to ask for your assistance in guiding us to this.
It'll take a couple days to get there, but I'm sure.
The calf will hand him the.
We
scroll.
we do have something that
The
can help
scroll.
us with this. And then,
Oh, go on, Belvin. You're saying?
I'm just gesturing to the scroll. Teleportation scroll.
Take it.
Breaks the seal on it and looks at it and goes, "You're saying we could get this is incredible, young maiden. Aren't you the looker? You boys keep good company, I'll tell you that much." And he's going to.
She's just blushing like bright white. There's like a little bit of frost around her.
It's like, oh, adorable. Other than looks at you all and say, "So, you want to try this now? Is that what you're saying?"
Well, as soon
Is
as we
everyone
can.
prepared?
bro.
Everyone got their things?
Everyone's had a long rest. Belvin and you.
Oh wait, have we had
you're-
another long rest?
Belvin, yes, you are. You have.
Are you gonna
Bel-
get changed?
Delvin has to get his gear on. Yes.
No, he can stay.
Can we get like barrels of water and put them in our bag of holdings?
Can. You can literally like ask the guards to get these massive barrels filled up with water and just brought to you.
I'd say we can put the adamantine armor sets in the treasury for now.
Well, like, you guys just stay in a spot where you're not getting everything wet on the inside, and then Belvin can go and get people to do all this stuff for you guys. Like,
While
How's
you guys,
my forest coming along? Is it growing pretty nice?
It's
Like,
been-
could I go?
it's
Can I go and
been-
sleep out there?
it's been like a day
Your tree,
or two.
Oh,
the dryad gave you the seed for.
Yeah,
Could the dryad help us find the unicorn?
that's what I was saying before.
I didn't hear you say that.
He did.
So
say
I'm
that.
gonna say it's my idea.
But how can you communicate with the dryad?
How's my tree going? I might go and check on that.
it's quite small as a sproutling. It's this big.
Oh, that ain't gonna do shit, is it?
Maybe you just need to speak really loud.
You guys gather barrels of water, throw it into bags of holding, probably filling them up. You can fit two barrels in,
Like one in each
thi-
bag.
one in each.
Yep.
Before it's like near capacity.
Right. So Belvin's gonna get all his armor and stuff back on. Get his shield, his longsword, and his greatsword.
Okay, you pick up the dread wall, you pick up the shielding light, and you put back on the purging armor, which is still standing there, open basically, like it's been there the entire time as a mannequin. You basically step in, and then it Iron Man's onto you. the magical seal. You guys all meet down at the hall. Brom and Aravan come up to you, and basically want to try to get a rundown, being like, and a lot of the servants are just staring at you all in fear and amazement.
All right. So Belvin's gonna let them know about what the plan is. We might be gone for a couple of days, possibly. We've got a lead on a way that we can heal everybody. We are gonna go to the forest. What's the forest name?
The Elven Forest.
The Elven Forest?
Yes.
Oh, the that is called the Misty Forest. Wow.
Misty Forest. Yes.
Wow.
We're gonna go to the Misty Forest. There might be something there that can heal everyone. We might be gone for a few days. I'm trusting it with who is it? Brom and
Aravan.
Aravan. Yeah. I entrust you guys to take care of the keep until.
Brom and Aravan both give you a very good head nod and goes and looks towards Sandstorm and goes, "All right, Sandstorm, we'll protect this place with our lives." It's at that moment that Alvin has an idea. He goes, "One second. Do you have any of... You mentioned before. So, rift element. Do you have any water from down there? I have an idea."
We do have some diet water.
Did you guys actually bottle some?
Wickham said
Sure.
Because you guys would have had to fill up your water skins down there as well.
Yeah, I
Sure.
did think that you would have.
Purified water. You would have had to, yeah.
Yeah.
Your water skins are currently full of them. He says, quick, give me it. And he takes out a couple of vials. He sets up his alchemist set and also his brewing tools. And he says, give me an hour. And he gets to work. He gets to tinkering. It's making this. And when the hour's done, he produces this weird tank, basically made out of half a barrel that is now clear wood. Basically, by coming up to you and scraping off translucent skin, and creates this sculpted bronze-like backpack with a little harness to carry it from tough leather. And he says to you, basically what I've done, I've just taken the water that was down there. Special kind of water. Imbued a little bit of power in it, maybe caught a little bit of extra dimensional planar magic into it. But this should help you. And he gives you a weird tank.
Thank you. No.
So what do we do with the weird tank?
Well,
You look at it.
as you giving
Weird.
Belvin a weird
Tank.
tank. Oh,
So
jeez.
Belvin has the weird tank.
Belvin's been given the weird tank.
So
The only unsick guy.
potion, right, to drink? Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
All right. I'm gonna ask him. So what does it do?
He's going to scratch his chin and gonna be like, well, what it's possible it could do. Once I
Do
find
what?
it. Just bear
This
with
guy's
me.
just experimenting on us.
It literally is.
Since
Like, yeah, try it. How
Sandstorm
do you
doesn't have a
feel?
say, can we get Sandstorm to try it?
Thanks for being a sacrifice, Sandstorm.
Yay! It's not me.
Don't worry, you're next.
Yeah.
All right. As you'll find in your player items, all of you, the weird tank. And he then goes on to say, with this,
What?
you can basically use that extra planar and elemental water you brought up to fuse together a water weird. Hopefully it works. Should be able to listen to you, should be able to move however it wants, and keep you wet.
Can it only keep one person wet?
Well, the water weird would probably only be big enough. This elemental creature would only be big enough to be able to consume one person.
So it says whoever's wearing it is the one who,
Commands it, yeah.
yeah.
Well, Belvin can carry it because he's a
Yeah.
mule. He's the only guy with high strength.
Mm.
I assume they'd be pretty heavy.
Yeah. 10-gallon tank.
Oh, does that mean I have to get rid of something? If that's on my back,
That's on your back.
do I have to get rid of something? Oh, I would have to probably.
We could put like your normal backpack and stuff in a bag of holding.
Mm.
I'd like to do a special shout out to Tall School to thank you for that. Weird pallies are weird.
All right. He will have it on, and he's gonna.
He looks at you and says, hopefully that can protect yourself and your friends. And you know, if the disease isn't suppressed, who knows? Anyway, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh God, let's do this.
Oh boy.
Oh God, it's been 40 years. And he's going to open up the scroll. He's going to have a read of it. He's going to have to make a check.
He's very familiar, right?
How
He's
drunk
good.
is he right now?
Well, he served it up.
Oh boy.
Did you allow him to have alcohol?
You see there is a empty bottle of wine. And he's like, I should probably sober up first. And he like,
Too drunk for this at this point.
he says, no, I'm not. I'm fine.
No. Don't let him drink. Drink drive.
He says, he mutters into his holy symbol and then, woof, all right, I'm good. As he then makes a, let's see, he's then going to make a check real quick.
D100, I think.
Yes, but he's going to make a check to be able to read the scroll.
Oh.
Succeeds. All right. As he reads the arcane words in more of a holy face, being like, may the Lord of Light bless us this scroll and bring upon healing to all our friends around us. Now it's time for the D100. So, this is seen casually.
I don't know about you, but that doesn't look like a very good roll.
Uh,
I think that determines how far away.
Is this one of those ones where a low roll is good, or is it one of the ones where a high roll is good?
Oh, absolutely. There's a flash of light. You're all teleport. You feel like your bodies are being ripped into 1,000 pieces as you all
that's a bad one.
recondense at the top of a tree in the mist.
Oh, maybe it wasn't a bad one.
You all then take
Ah, it was a bad one.
15 points of force damage as you all feel just...
my cat's used to teleporting, though. Would that still affect her?
She didn't cast
Yes,
it
but
though.
you weren't the one knowing the location, so...
Okay.
Yeah, Casimir's been. Well, everyone's been teleported by Tozen before. Can
Everyone's been Casimir by Tozen, but
it-
this was...
because
this-
it
Everyone's
was
been Casimir by Tozen.
Really, it's
What are you trying to imply there?
Nothing. So, this was a teleport mishap. So you guys first feel your bodies being sundered apart, and then there was a re-roll, which I did privately, and you guys end up in a tree. Everyone can make a perception check. You are probably about 120 feet up in this very tall tree. It's huge.
Oh, not bad.
Well, I feel perfectly fine.
And it's about midday. It's about midday.
Perception?
Perception.
How? If we can tell how high up we are, how high is the mist in comparison to us?
Yeah, I don't see shit.
The mist is just seeming to cling to the trees.
So it's like 120 feet high as well.
As well, yeah.
Ooh.
But you guys aren't. You guys are just in the canopy, at the lower part of the canopy, towards the trunk.
The cat
So
is
the trees still
currently
go way
hanging
up higher.
upside down via her tail. She can't see shit.
And you're very dry at the moment.
Better get that rain cloud going.
All right.
Ikram, why haven't you got the rain cloud?
Feeling a
going?
little
Come
bit parched here, Ikram.
Ikram, would you like me?
I'm thinking about it. But it's misty.
It's quite misty.
Just have
So
to
it's a
run
high
really fast
distance.
through the mist.
All right.
How far up the tree are we? Like you said, we're at the trunk. Does that mean-
120. You guys are 120 feet up the
Okay,
trunk.
now.
Yeah,
This
gotcha.
huge, massive, oversized tree.
So can we like not see anything? It's just fog everywhere,
Mostly
even
fog,
from our height.
even from your height, but only Belvin. Through the trees, through the mist,
Oh, I forgot to do
through the
perception.
dark evergreen. Yes, I've been waiting for that.
Sorry.
You don't see shit. You see mist and trees. Very.
Do I see Brock?
Do you see bark?
Brock,
Brock.
Misty.
because we're in misty.
Ha! Ha.
Okay, man.
You get a little bit of ash in your eyes. Oh, wonderful. Belvin, just a long way through the distance, you see the mist open up for just a split second through the dark emerald green of the forest you see.
Bye, Tosco.
Small little light. Bye, Tosco. See you,
Bye,
buddy.
Tosco.
Thank you for everything today.
See
You
Mark.
see the fluttering of a blue butterfly, glowing.
And in what direction was that?
That is just down to your northeast.
Alright. Belvin's gonna be is everybody okay? Everybody here?
Can we have a change of trainery?
Indeed. That's what I'm doing right now.
Perfect timing there,
Can I
Kyle.
get everybody to sound off, please?
Sounds like goes, brother, it's my tail. And you see him like just sliding down the trees, just like,
Alright, Sandstorm's fine. Ikram, Casimir, McCath. Alvin, are you all here?
I'm good. I'm
I'm
good.
currently upside down, but I think I'm okay.
I'm just chilling. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm leaning against the tree.
Alright,
Casimir's having nightmares.
so I
Not
can see
again.
I can see a gap in the mist.
Like there for a second and then passes.
That
Like a trail of butterflies and then a more vibrant green field through the mist.
so what I saw was a butterfly opened up the mist, and then I saw a vibrant green scenery in that direction. Up to what I believe, would I know that would be the northeast?
You can make a survival check.
Oh, if you just pointed it out to me, I could do a survival check.
Can Casimir fly
Yeah,
straight
that's
up and try and like break through the canopy and sort of get a general bearing on like how deep they are into the forest?
Absolutely. It takes quite a bit to climb up the rest of the tree. Like it takes you probably about 2 minutes to reach the top.
Well, I've already.
You can fly up, or is it too thick?
It's pretty thick, but
Okay.
as you're flying up as well,
Does-
that's what slows you down mostly as you reach
Does
the
a
canopy.
15 allow Belvin to determine what direction it is?
Yes, northeast.
Okay. From what I can gather, it's in the northeast. But first, I think we all should concentrate on getting down from here.
Casimir told the others he was going to fly up and see if he could determine
Casimir can,
kind of where they are on the map, basically.
Casimir can do that. I'm going to make sure. everybody's
Casimir
okay.
can't carry anyone, can he?
No.
Man,
While
I've been
flying.
carrying the whole team this entire game.
Savage.
When did that start?
Belvin's going to offer Macath a helping hand as she's just upside down.
She's just gonna wave. Hi. Help,
Would you like assistance?
please.
I need an adult.
Alright, and he's going to just help pick her up. Because she's wearing a skirt, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yep. And so he's going to lift her up. And not stare too much.
How far am I from Belvin?
I'm going to say you're 10 feet away.
Okay, I'm going to throw Belvin
Just in
a
a branch.
potion of flying.
Like, actually throw?
Wait.
Can you just walk up and pass me it?
I
Branch
just
break.
I kind of just assumed like say you're like on this branch and I'm on.
Yeah, you
this
guys
other-
are on separate branches.
Staggered
of this current
branches.
fire.
Are you
Do you-
are you
do
worried
call-
about people getting down?
Oh no, I was just thinking we could like fly through this forest. Because you can fly, I can carry someone. Belvin can fly, and I'm assuming he can carry someone
Yeah.
because he's a
Belvin's strong.
tank.
He's a tank with a weird tank.
I literally
He's a
have-
double tank.
Weird tally tanks.
So that was my thought.
That's a good thought. It could work.
Okay. Well, can you?
If
not-
you can have
you
it
not-
anyway.
Can you not throw me it? Can you pass it to me, please?
Don't worry, it's unbreakable.
Wow, I didn't
glass.
realize this was a charity.
As you slowly make your way along the branches and trees,
I would like to minimize
grabbing the handholds.
the risk of dropping this potion.
You get to the branch of Macath and Belvin as Macath is putting Belvin down on this quite very thick tree that you can all
mean-
stand on.
You mean Belvin's putting Macath down on?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's late. And
Yeah, okay, I got an idea. Sorry. Yeah, I pass him the potion of flying, and then I'm going to lean up against the tree real quick and cast Speak with Plants,
so
and just be like, "Hey, how are you?"
Hey, pretty mama, let me whisper it.
you feel the tree kind of groan like as if it's like wind was moving it, and you hear let's see, is it telepathic?
I'm not sure. Actually, I haven't read it. I kind of just pictured like I talked out loud, but like it talks to me telepathic, so I look like a
Limited
nutcase.
sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate.
You see the bark kind of forms vertical eyes, and there's a slit in the mouth, and like you see
It's
to
like
pop up.
Pocahontas.
You see sap just arrive in this area of beautiful golden kind. As it the eyes open, and he just goes, "Hey,
Hello,
how you doing?
I'm Ikram. How are you?
I'm good. Haven't.
Sorry to crash land on you like this.
Yeah. What's of that?
That was not our intention. It was a bit of an accident. Bit of a miscalculation on our behalf.
Oh, when you're as big as me, you might as well catch some fallen birds or some fallen peeps. Man, you should try the soil. It's real good.
So this explains Ikram.
Can I message Ikram and say, whatever you do, make sure you don't mention that you eat bark?
I wasn't even thinking of that. I'm gonna
I
okay.
eat the skin of your family, by the way.
So I'm gonna say to it, I eat the flesh of your family.
Yeah, like.
Oh my god. I'm gonna say to the tree, so weird question. Have you by any chance seen any unicorns in the recent period of time? As of late.
Yeah. Well, you see with that's yeah, of late, like 10 years, 50 years,
Probably
100 years,
yeah.
1,000 years,
Which way
year,
to go?
Yeah.
a year.
How old are you?
I'm old, man.
I'm old.
Old.
Really? You don't look a day over 300.
Stop. It's Ophelia's. Ophelia's and the elves. They're wonderful, man. Them wild elves can get us huge.
What are they doing to these trees?
Yeah. The one you're looking for, Ophelia. You feel the branch kind of move ever so slightly underneath you. She's that way, man.
Oh, thanks, bro. I don't know if he's gonna like that water. I was gonna like feed him some water, but I think he probably hate it.
Watch out for the satyrs, man. They're inviting, but not pleasant.
The what? The sages.
Satyrs.
Ah,
What is that?
the plant ladies.
The Sylvan
satyrs.
half-goats.
No,
Satyrs.
the
Oh,
goat-
yeah.
half
satyrs are the
people.
goats.
Yeah.
Yeah, the half-goat phase.
Yeah.
What are
Oh,
the
gotcha.
Dryads. That's the plant people.
Dryads of the plant.
Dryads of the plants.
Well, I'm gonna say thank you very much. You've been very helpful, and we'll get off you now.
No walking furries, mate. As the face melts back into bark.
Big gum tree.
So, did they all hear this conversation, or
You heard that in your head, but they heard you talking to it.
I turn around and look at everyone?
You feeling alright?
That sounds just.
Give him a kiss goodbye.
And then I'm like, okay, so they've gone. I believe the unicorn's gone this way. The tree told me.
From 10 to 1,000 years ago, he went this way.
No, I said in a year.
As you all spend a bit of time climbing down the tree as well,
No, I gave him the potion of flying. Remember?
or fly down the tree.
Did
but
Kaz reach the top?
Regardless, he did.
And what does he see?
Okay, so Casimir, you see, without revealing the map, probably. Okay. As you fly up, to your east is the Grand Ocean. To your west is what seems to be a huge forest that continues on. To your west is a huge forest that continues on, and then goes onto a bit of grassland like a moor. To the north, you see hills, a couple of mountains, and a river that snakes its way up towards the north, towards the northeast. That goes down from the river. You see one quite noticeable large settlement through the hills that you can only guess is Daggerford. And to the south, you do notice the ruins, just ever so slightly, of Dragonspear Castle.
So we're slightly to the southeast of where Riverguard is.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Make an intelligence check. Bit of a distance, but not too far.
What's that in regards to?
Like how far away you are from Daggerford to where you are, but you
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
You don't know the exact distance because you're just like, we're close enough. We're fine.
From where I'm now, can I sort of gauge where we are, like on the map to the forest? Like, are we like kind of in from the south side, or like we're in the middle? Or
you're kind of in from the northeast side.
Yep.
And are probably about 8 miles in to to the forest.
From the edge, yeah. Okay.
And it's kind of like shaped like New Zealand, to be fair.
Ooh.
Just so you guys have an idea. So flip New Zealand.
The size.
No, not the
Alright.
size.
That's a big
The
old
shape.
forest.
The shape. The shape.
So,
Sorry.
to
Yeah,
get to
sorry,
where
bro.
we want, has Ikram said that it'd be better if we fly? Can we talk to Alvin about that? Alvin, do you recognize where we are at all? Or...
Just a quick
No,
query.
this is horribly
The
overgrown.
where Belvin saw the butterflies and the tree pointed, are they in the same direction or are they different?
Yes.
I agree with you, Belvin. We should go that way.
Northeast. Northeast it is then.
I'm thinking the only thing I can think of that would be a disadvantage of us flying is I could possibly track like footprints and stuff like that if we are just walking.
You
But
see
it'd be
that
slower.
the forest is so overgrown that even keeping tracks in this area would be harsh. But once you guys get low enough, you all feel this rush of water splash down onto the ground from beneath you, except for Belvin. You look down, the transparency has flowed off of you.
What? That was easy.
All right, guys, time to pack it up.
What?
And that is where we'll end tonight's game.
What? That's fucking rude.
So is that as we touch ground? Yes.
As you touch ground, yes.
Okay.
Casimir will have come down as well.
Yeah.
Casimir just pissed himself. That's what happened.
Golden shower.
the group, those who are affected by the disease, no longer affected. As you touch ground and you're confused, the transparency just washes off you like water. And at
What the fuck?
will end tonight's game.
What? But what? Come on. Surely we can play for another 2 hours.
Absolutely.
I wish.
I know. So do I. All right. Shout out to everyone. Thank you all so much for tonight. It's been a wonderful session. Massive shout out to Torscore. Thank you very much. To Toggles, to Akmok, to Loot Hamster as well for the bits. For your donations as well. Torscore for the subscription. Joygasm for the bits as well, especially the little bit of the battle you guys had going on. That was wonderful. Thank you all for the host. I'd like to thank.
Shout out to Kyle, RMS and DM.
I just dabbed.
Oh my god.
All right, now we got to
Retract it. Retract it.
Going so well.
20 times.
He almost lasted the entire session, Kyle.
Yeah, there's a timer on that, so I can keep myself constricted to the dabbing.
We have to restrain him physically.
So yeah, you can go and check out our socials and join us on our Discord as well. The link is now in the chat, where we usually post some funny, strange stuff, but most of the time it's Viridian putting up excellent drawn artwork. And I'd like to thank Viridian as well for joining us tonight for
Thank you again.
this little expedition. Done a wonderful
Great.
job.
Woo!
Guest star.
Yeah,
And the
you.
comfy
Been a
pants.
become
And
a
the company.
regular.
yeah.
It's
Gone
just like
from
the
guest player to stand-in for Sandstorm.
Or
Look,
just
someone's got to
regular.
do it.
I feel like just
Someone's
a
gotta-
regular. She's been here anyway. So-
All right. If there's any shout outs you want to do for yourselves as well,
I want to say something.
you can say something.
Yes.
Cool. You can catch Kyle on the Vice Australian Eastern Standard Time at 4 a.m. I don't know what it is for anyone else.
2
It's a
p.m.
really- yeah. But I don't know what that time zone is. Right now they're heading to a city called Falcon's Crest. I don't remember what happened last episode because I fell asleep. But it's super fun. All the players are super nice. You saw Jay in the chat, Tall Squall, who's their DM, and it's all really wonderful. And look out, because there might be a thing coming soon that people of this chat might be familiar with.
I'm going to throw bottles at you.
Yay!
Yay, wonderful.
At least it's not a weird tank.
Yeah, you now have a weird tank. So I'll let you do what you want with that weird
The
tank.
party does not allow Kyle to dab in that game.
Dabbing's illegal.
It's a good point. And yeah, wonderful idea with the teleportation circle and teleportation. What's it called?
Scroll.
Scroll and using Alvin. You guys got it. You guys
Hey.
cut a lot of time. Good work.
He's with us still, right?
Teleporting.
I don't
Yeah,
remember him saying I'm here.
No,
he
was-
sounded up.
Yeah, I thought
Okay,
I thought he was
Good.
just not with us.
No,
He just
was.
disappeared or disintegrated.
Belvin made sure everybody was here.
All right, good work, Melvin.
Also,
Okay.
can I?
I was talking to trees, mate.
Yeah, we know you were.
I wasn't quite
That's-
done.
Belvin
You know, quite-
generally does the most productive stuff.
And
Okay.
Viridian, what else do you have to say?
I also have to say that besides from Rob, replace Rob with Robbie, but we all 5 of us will be at Supernova, and I think maybe Brad might not be there for the Twitch meetup afterwards. So if you're in the Sydney area and you guys are going to Supernova, you can come and meet us and we can all hang out.
When's that going on?
Then we're
So,
officially
uh,
famous, right? If we meet the fans.
The 16th.
You met one.
Ah, no, I'll be up here working.
One.
That one fan matters, yo.
So yeah, everyone from
We love
America,
that
we
one.
expect you to fly in for Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Yeah, please do.
Definitely.
Just for one day.
And
Yes.
on that note, thank you all for joining us
Everyone
on
knows.
this wonderful game of D&D. Round of applause
Shout
for
out to
everyone.
Robbie. Give Robbie a
Shout
shout
out. Shout out to Joygasm, who you saw in the chat. Go check him out. The wonderful variety streamer at the moment. Currently, he's now known by the name of Saltgasm.
It's Dark
He's
Souls
doing a very
gameplay.
fun game. One of my favorites.
Recently, been doing some IRL stuff. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be here next week for Dragon's Brew D&D as our party goes and ventures into the Unicorn's Glade, and we'll have a full roster with us and more surprises and fun along the way.
You won't have me for half the episode.
You're a fuck.
You know this has been happening for the last how many weeks now?
None.
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful.
Mikath just
Fantastic.
keeps getting dragged into our stuff.
What? It happens.
Makath will just like Yoda on Belvin's back pretty much then.
That works.
That's Alvin.
Her legs-
He's short enough.
You're just going to have to
Oh
carry
my god, he could be. That'd be
Because-
so
He's
funny.
Yoda.
Yeah, because like the underbrush of this thing is like literally up to your hips.
Who Belvin's?
All of yours. Or Belvin's up to your mid thighs. Something like that.
Yeah.
But to him, it's over the top.
Yeah.
But until then, next week, Dragon's Brew D&D, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Till then, keep rolling 20s. See you later.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.